Hi,
In
stream.
5,
We got baby
4.
rats.
You introduced
Um,
the rat first?
this is Greg. No, this is
Oh
George. His name is Yorgos. I named him Butt Butt first, but they didn't like that. And
George
he is
Soros.
2 weeks old. And then I got another one. Yes. Her name is Opal. And she's a white rat baby. Yep, these are the babies. Look how cute he is.
Oh wow, so cute.
I'm not gonna lie, they kind of are.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great. They're like little tiny dogs. You can train them to like do flips and shit.
Rats are interesting.
They're really smart. Dude, they're actually
Wait.
really amazing pets. I have obviously like multiple rats. I have 4 right now.
Smell.
But they're amazing. He's a male and the other one's a female, so we gotta separate them in in a week, I think.
Yeah, you don't want rat babies.
Nope, because then we'll have like 20 rats, and I don't want 20 rats.
Actually, you won't have 20 rats because the mother eats their young. Fun fact.
Okay, well, yeah, a lot of them die, but there was a Facebook post of this lady. The rat was pregnant. She had 26 rats, 26 babies out of one mama. Yeah.
Do rat moms actually eat their babies?
That's only if they're sick or dying. And that's because like if they're sick, it will get their baby sick and they will die.
Hey, do you know what we do in college? People would have gerbils and rats, and one time 2 rats had a play date, and we found out afterwards that they were a male and female rat, and as a result, there ended up being rat babies. And the mom's name was Chloe, and Chloe ate her young. They were just like pieces of rat in her cage. Disgusting.
Chloe's a girl boss.
Yeah, that's because they did not introduce rats correctly. You can't. It's like dogs. You can't just put them in the same room.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it can go really badly or really well. Most of the time, really badly if they have different scents and different clicks.
Well, you're a rat.
Huh?
You're a rat father.
Yes, a father of 4.
Rat dad.
Emma just got a job as a vet tech. So,
nice.
So she's helping me too.
Queen.
Good shit. Good shit. High five, Emma.
That's epic.
I really love that Emma is just a disembodied hand.
I know, me too.
I gotta close my dresser drawers because you guys don't want to see my clothes.
No, it's nothing special. You dress like shit.
Yeah, I do. But it's fine. That one is broken.
So funny.
It's not broken. I just didn't feel like closing it. Okay.
You guys. All right.
So, recaps. We did Eve last time. Yeah, we did Rachel a lot, so we're gonna do Eileen today. Recap, Eileen. Go ahead. You got this. This is the. You literally said you don't know what happened.
I do. Our party tracked down Persephone's killer, and we killed her. And it happened to be Palafox. And by killing Palafox, we unknowingly released a devil. And surprise, the devil was possessing the demon that was possessing Palafox. Kind of freaky.
Like a Russian doll egg.
Yeah, a little weird, but anyways.
We'll get into a little bit more detail about that later.
Yeah, and then so we had some negotiations, first as a group and then one-on-one. Some of us made pacts, some of us, I don't know if we made pacts or not, but yeah, now we have to deal with the repercussions of a shit ton of dead people coming back to life.
Because of good old...
Yeah.
Okay,
so
Little Mermaid.
After the devil has offered you all separate deals and talked to you all privately, you guys are kind of just standing there, like in the middle of this strange alleyway, and Viet has his father, has everyone, and he's just like, he starts to kind of walk away, and as he does, he turns around and he's like, I made a deal with the devil, and I can't speak his name. We can't tell anything to the Thieves Court. It's just,
Well,
I don't think
obviously.
I don't think it's a good idea, and I also made that kind of deal with him. If I were to, tell them, they'll go back to being dead, and I really don't want that. That was a deal about
Well,
bringing all these guys back.
well, Via, I have to break it to you, but how are you going to explain the reappearance of your uh
I'm not sure yet. I'm really not. I was just gonna figure it out as I go.
I think we might have well, not we. You guys might have to like run from the Thieves
Perhaps,
Court.
for now, it's just best to turn Palafox in and claim that she was the beast. Maybe we could
Mm-hmm.
try to convince them that their souls were locked in the sword. I don't know. Like I can't really. Magic works weird. I've heard of things like that, just not anytime recently.
Yeah, we could do that. I don't know.
And
They
then
already don't trust us.
he's like, look, I'm going to take my dad back. I'm not staying around any longer. And he starts to just walk away. And as he does, some shit's about to go down.
oh.
So you watch him walk away. Are you guys trying to do anything?
When he says walk, like where is he going? Like,
He's walking
is he
straight to
leaving?
the main street and just trying to go to the like the way to get back to the upper cities.
We're in
Is
the
he? And don't we have to go to the Thieves Court?
Yes.
Is that where he's going?
He's didn't really say. He's just like, I'm leaving.
Motherfucker. Okay.
Wait,
I'll pick
Via.
up. I'll pick up Palafox's body and start like I guess going after them
Okay.
or
As
following
you
them.
as you pick up Palafox's body, you feel the earth just start to tremble and like shake, and rocks just start pouring down from the top of the cave. And I want you all to make dexterity saving throws. You'll notice that like a huge rock just crushes a whole building in front of you guys, and then and a couple is going down around you. There's even some above you. The whole Adraslik's crew has got their like stances ready. Um, all of you make dexterity saves, but Eileen, you make an advantage.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. Eileen, you feel this searing pain coming from your neck area
I
around
rolled
here.
a 17.
Yeah, and it feels like you're being just kind of guided. Yeah, with the
Oh.
17, you just kind of swiftly just sprint out of a way of a large boulder that crashes down. Give me a second.
I got a
Okay.
22.
22, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Adroslik's crew just quickly just jumps out of the way. They're kind of sticking in a group with you, Eileen,
Okay.
and they're like, they start to kind of get battle ready, just in case. Would you get Eve?
22.
Yeah. You notice one is like almost gonna crush you, and you just like hop out of the way. Rachel?
I got a 13.
Okay.
Wait.
You get you don't like get hit by anything major, but you do feel some like rocks hit you in the shoulder, and you get 5 points of damage.
Oof. I don't know what I
Yeah.
would say.
Ow! Fuck!
I was not prepared to
Hey,
get in
Millie.
character,
Hey,
and that's why
Mel.
I haven't said shit.
Yeah. And this kind of just keeps continuing, but you look up and you see bright daylight, and the top of the cave itself has this huge gap, and you see other buildings are just continuously being just destroyed. People are running out in the streets. There's chaos everywhere. One of like a teenage boy across the street, he looks up to the sky and he has like a smile on his face, and his parents just pull him along to try to get him to safety. And it seems that some people are like really glad to see the sky for the first time, but most are just screaming in fear of their lives, and panic and chaos sprawl out into the lower city. Uh,
Oh, right.
yeah, and it's going crazy. Like some people are flat out just going into like convenience stores and just breaking windows and just running in there and taking shit and running out. Um, it's in like the matter of seconds. It's like hell just broke loose.
Holy shit.
Like Pompeii.
Yeah, like
Oh,
absolutely like Pompeii. Like,
Oh,
okay.
and now this continues for quite a while, and about like 10, 20 minutes later, you don't really know, like this, it's just adrenaline rushing and you guys are just freaked out right now. um it starts to calm down, but there every now and there's like one or two rocks that just start crumbling and just like hit the ground.
Well, I would
Obviously.
we would like run to higher levels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would want to probably go and where would you like to go right now? Like it's at this point it's stopped. If you wanted to go straight up to the middle area, that would take about 10 20 minutes. So that at that point, then the rocks would have stopped caving in and stuff like that.
I mean, I would assume that we would follow Viet's group to the exit.
Mm,
Um
yeah.
yeah, so like while you're going up and you finally reach to the middle class area of this cave system, um and he looks at you just like, I know we just came back from the dead, but I think I should really see my family. And address like the panther looking guy. He's just standing there like he's like, I don't know if that's appropriate right now, but I think it's the best choice for me. Is that okay, or do you really think we should go to the Thieves Court?
We should probably go to the Thieves Court first.
And he just kind of just looks down. He's like, all right. Um, yeah, so that's where you plan to go.
Or yeah, what's left of it.
Yeah, you see that a lot of these houses are just in disarray and being like, and like some of them are tilted. Like even the inside of the cave itself is kind of started to crack. And you get higher and higher. You notice that almost the entire like not like there's a whole line like a giant gash has just caved in. And it seems that the floor you guys are at has a completely giant crack, like the whole earth itself has like a crack there where uh you met the devil. um as you guys are walking, everyone seems kind of on edge, but they don't seem to be freaking out. And the little mouse girl comes running up to you, Daisia, and she's like she's like, hi guys, I remember you, right? You're Ditzy, right? What'd you say?
Who is this again?
She
This
was
is
the
the
little
little
mouse
mouse girl.
girl in
Minnie.
Drozelik's
Minnie.
school.
What?
It's Minnie Mouse.
She was like the little mouse girl in Drozelik's crew.
Mm.
You didn't really
Oh.
interact with her much. Persephone did more.
Oh.
Yeah.
At one point, I was like, I'm gonna fuck this mouse.
Oh.
I never did.
Okay.
Yeah, it took
Okay.
just like,
Now I am no longer controlling Persephone.
yeah, Persephone is kind of sticking with the group itself. But she says, "Well, anyway, I'd like to introduce myself to you guys." And she points at the Raven and Sawa. What's your name?
What's my name? What's my name, Ethan?
Don't know. It's been a week.
Calliope.
Calliope. And she points at you, Calliope, and she's like, "I am Leah, and Leah Evie, Liuhevu," and she's like,
Leah.
and she's
Leah
like
Levy.
holding Leah Evie, and she's like
Evie.
holding her staff, like, and she's standing really proper, and she says, um, and I'm some things about me is like some cool things about me is that I like to play with magic. I like to play card games, and one of the monkey guys in the back, she's like, she's a cheat. Don't play with her. And she goes, I am not. Please play with me. I promise you, it'd be so much fun. And also, these are my friends. We have Geo, and then she points out Adroslik himself, and she says, "Don't call me that." And she says, "Okay." Anyway, and he looks intimidating, but he's just really sweet. But his name is Edgar, and he's a little shy boy. But we also have. I gotta look at the names. Give me a sec. We have
Good job.
Oki, and she points at this monkey dude with the staff. Um, and then we have. So Edgar is like this giant owlbear kind of guy, and he's got a large axe with him. And he's just like, hey. um, and then we have Bick. I guess he's my friend. Yeah, and that's us.
Oh.
I'm Leah. I'm pretty sure I said that already, but like I just want to say it again.
Like,
Oh, and Viet's father, his name is Jet.
Yet?
What?
Viet. Yep. It's a little cringy, but you know, name
Wait,
generators go.
His mother's
God damn
Ethan, you are a madman.
Yeah.
His mother's
Jet and
thought.
Viet. It's
Yeah.
spelled Jieyet.
God
Jiet
damn.
O'Nall.
Like, what if we made our children's name a combination of your name and your partner's name? That would be so.
Horrendous. Horrendous.
That'd be so horrible.
Horrendous.
All right. Anyway,
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
how old is Albert?
Who?
Albert,
Who's Albert?
the owl man, the owl
His
person.
name's Edgar.
Oh
That
shit.
wasn't even close.
He's 11. Fun fact.
Nice.
Yeah.
How is that for owls?
I think you would know that just because you have a
Old?
lot of bird people. But he's 11 and he's young, but he's just huge. I just thought it'd be really funny if he's just a really huge 11-year-old.
What's his name? One more time. I'm gonna spell it.
Edgar.
Edgar.
Like
His
Edgar
full
Allan
name?
Poe.
His full name is Edgar Grack.
Got it.
Grac.
Do I
Weird
know him?
names, but no,
Okay.
not at all. No,
Do I know any of them? Probably
No.
not. No.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
All right. I thought I wrote more than that, but it's fine. Yes. So you guys are heading to the Thieves Court, just flat out.
She really did not let us talk.
Yeah. No, she's pretty talkative, pretty energetic. She kind of interrupts a lot.
She's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. We can walk and talk, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it hasn't even been a minute since you got up. Do you guys want to do any investigations or any like planning? It's probably
I think with
good.
that, yes, we should.
Yeah.
Getting
As you guys are just thinking, Edras, or Geo, we'll call him Geo. That's a really easy name, even though he definitely hates it. So,
I'm gonna call him Geo.
He kind of comes up. He's like, guys, we should really come up with a game plan. I think it's best to come up with some excuse as to why I'm not really dead.
Your souls were held captive in the sword and were released when we killed Palafox.
Right, they're not gonna believe that, but we'll try to make it believable.
It was not my idea.
I know, I get that. It's kind of an awkward situation too.
I don't think any of us should stay in the city after we drop off Palafox's body.
Yeah. And he looks up and he sees the large gap. He says, "Yeah, I don't think this place is gonna last more than a
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
especially with
Either
that gap."
way. Yeah. I don't kind of like. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to stay here.
Yeah, I get that. I really need to get my family out of here. Hopefully, I can find them. Uh, and I'm sure these guys do too. And the big owlbear kind of just looks down. um, and the other three are like just vibing. There's like the two monkey people. One has a staff. The other one's just barehanded. And they look like monks. Really, the other one kind of looks more like a samurai, but he doesn't have any sword at all. Um, they're kind of just doing their own thing. They're just following the captain, Adroslik, and they don't seem to be really phased by much of this, which is odd. Uh, Even for people that had come back to dead, they don't really seem phased. Um, but Geothobus, he's kind of just like, look, we need to make sense of this to them right now. Uh, it makes. I guess we could try to go with that, but is there any way we can kind of give them more than just that, or
Well, because the whole reason Palafox got possessed was because Corcox's soul was trapped in the sword in the first
right,
place. So it's
right.
a soul trapping sword.
And these are all the people that the Thieves Guild
Yeah,
was killed
they.
by Palafox.
Yeah,
And
everyone here has died by that sword.
Cyrunus, he trusts me, I think. So perhaps it'll work.
And who's to say your souls weren't actually trapped in that sword?
Right,
You
right.
know, it
We
could
never
be a
got
possibility.
they never got to see it. Do we have the sword?
Do we?
No, you didn't pick it
Do
up.
we?
No.
As a DM, no, you didn't pick it up.
Fuck!
Where was it?
You tossed it just in the alleyway, and you guys let it sit there.
Damn, no. Okay, see, that is a detail that I, as a player, forgot. But
Yeah.
as a character in the moment,
No, you can't go back on it. I
we
get
can
it, but
say it was destroyed. Let's just say it
yeah,
was destroyed
for
upon
sure.
death, and then the souls were released.
We can argue.
Persephone seems to be carrying some rags. And she's like, actually no, that doesn't make sense. She comes up to you, Daisy, and she says, "Can I get my stuff from her? She has my cloak on, and I kind of need that."
Oh yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah,
just like.
cool. She puts on her
Mhm.
cloak, and she's got her. She pulls out from the pocket. Actually, it's just the hilt, but then she like flicks it, and it's the it's called the sun blade. Yeah, boom, like a lightsaber. And she's like,
Yeah.
awesome.
That's uh that's cool.
I feel a lot better with this in my hand. Yeah.
You want your staff back?
Literally, why? She's literally like. Sorry.
I have.
It's
I think
warm.
we're just in this world. That's kind
It's
of
warm.
cool.
You feel it, and then she puts it back, and she grabs the staff, and she's like, "Whew, feels good to be back."
Did she take her staff back?
Yeah, she grabbed it from you, I
Okay.
guess, if you had
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Look,
Yeah.
guys. We
Okay.
all have to be on the same page of where you came from and how you got here. If
Right.
our story
So
believable, we need to
this,
say that you were like that mirror that you had. We need to say that they were like trapped in a parallel dimension, like in that sword.
mhm.
We all need
Their souls were trapped in that sword. Yeah.
were trapped in the sword, and when we destroyed the sword, they were released, which
Mhm.
explains the sword and explains why they're here.
Mhm.
Gio
How do
comes
you?
up to you and says, "Well, that doesn't make quite sense because they sell our heads, our bodies. How would I suppose if they're separated, how
Magic.
do we get our
Soul.
bodies back?"
Oh, body.
Magic.
It's magic. It's your soul, and your
All right.
souls are. And when you
It's
were
just
released,
straight up magic, bro.
You know,
Like
magic's.
literally, it was magic that brought you back.
It's true. It's
magic
true.
and a little bit of science,
More
but
like
but
death
but,
is, or
but
the devil itself. But fair
Through
enough.
magic.
Yeah, if you consider the devil magic, then yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so. I would, yeah, sure.
It-
Listen, I think that's our best bet. I don't see any other options. If I'm to get back with the Thieves Court, then that's the best way to go, I suppose. They're not going to trust us for a while, though.
No.
So,
We're staying with the Thieves Court after this?
Mm-mm.
I,
I'm not.
if I'm going to continue my life, I think I should stay with the Thieves Court. It's been my life, and I think I enjoy that the most.
Viet or
This is Viet's gone. Viet dipped.
This is Geo.
This is Geo, and Persephone says, "Yeah, I kind of feel drawn to them still, but I just don't feel like doing anything. It's just something in me. I feel like I have to stay."
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to leave.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay.
Because you died
Yeah.
twice.
And if I die a third time, I think it's best to go out fighting
Yeah.
or just meditating. I don't know. That kind of just going with the flow right now.
I think after everything, you should just rest.
Yeah. Sun is sucks. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
You guys make it to the Thieves Court, and it's not that damaged. Like the entrance itself is caved in, but there is like a little gap, and there are people trying to like move rocks and dig rocks out of the way. And you're kind of close to where the water is, and you see that there is like some streams kind of going in down into the caves. So the water's kind of seeping into the cave too, a little bit, not a lot. So it's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Should we like help clear the entranceway?
up to you. The owl bear kind of comes up, and he's gonna try to pick up the giant rock. He's helping with a couple other people, and they just move it ever so slightly so the whole group can fit in. And he's just like, and he's like, "Come on, let's go." And you guys make it into the hallways. You do notice there's some rubble, but overall it's in pretty decent shape from what you've seen outside. And you guys are making it around, and it looks like people are already packing. I didn't give this detail, but people are already packing up, getting their families out of their houses. Especially the damaged ones, like they're just trying to get everything they can. But that's as far as you really saw. You just saw a lot of tussling, guards going up to the gap in the cave, and they're just trying to like figure out what to do. You hear just a lot of screams, a lot of yelling, and it's a lot of just chaos right now. Shit's going crazy. Yeah, so you guys walk for about 30 minutes, and you guys trying to do anything or talk to anybody else while you're there, or okay. You are going to, I suppose, just go to Tyronus's office. Okay. You make it there, and you are stopped by the lady mother. She says, "What do you want?" Eh?
I Palafox's body.
Oh, I see. I don't know
Yeah.
Palafox,
This
but I
is the
figure.
demon bitch.
Okay. Give me 1 second. She like goes inside, and you hear like a little bit of whispering. And she leaves. She says, "Go in," and she holds the door open for you. And Tyrone is sitting there. He says, "What is it you want?"
Okay, I'll drop her body on the floor and be like, "Here."
This
Did
is.
everybody who followed me in? Who's with me right now?
Raven is
Is it
I
everybody?
think that it would just be you for now,
oh.
because
Why?
it's not a big
I'm
office,
fine.
and it doesn't seem like they want a lot of people in there outnumbering him. So the big
Fair
lady's just like,
enough.
just you, go in. So sorry about that detail. I just forgot.
It's okay.
And
Well,
so you drop it. Do you drop it on the floor, on the table? What?
On the floor.
Okay. Just
Not like aggressively, but like it's a dead body.
this is the demon.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is
Devil.
Palafox, who is possessed by the demon. who killed
That's,
Persephone.
that's
We got her, and we got Persephone back, and some other people.
you say other people?
Androslik's crew.
What?
Yeah, they're right
Bring him in
outside.
now. And he
Okay.
looks at you like kind of like almost aggressively,
Aggressively?
like angry, kind of.
Okay, I'll like open the door, I guess.
Okay, and with it's like his eyes go wide, and he says, "How can this be?"
Well, that little sword that she had, it trapped their souls in it, and when we destroyed the sword, it released their souls.
Persuasion.
Okay.
No.
Drosslick enters and he bows, as well as the other ones right after him. And he says, "My king, I'm sorry. It seems I was defeated in battle, but I was brought back by the generosity and the skills of this group. And roll it with advantage."
Did me and Raven go into the room too?
No, just a Drosslick crew.
Okay. 14.
Okay, he says, "Okay. It's Drosslick's crew. You will be quartered at the cells. I don't trust you right now, but it's possible. This is reasonable, yes?" And he looks at Daisia for confirmation, and he just kind of sneers at her.
That they should be kept in their cells?
Indeed.
Yeah, quite frankly, like, no offense to them, but I agree with you.
Good. But the
'Cause
rest,
they
like, are you okay with this?
died.
And he just says, "Yes, yes, sir. I understand your worries." And he is escorted out, and the big girl is like, "Okay, come with me." And she walks down the hallways. And they're just being escorted somewhere else. Raven and Calliope both see this, and they're like, "How
Would
do you
you like
respond to
funny?
this?
Would you like a funny name to remember my name?
A nickname?"
You know how like Daisy is Ditzy, and you didn't
Mm,
remember Daisy until I said Ditzy?
yeah,
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Okay,
Cantaloupe.
all right, Cantaloupe.
Yeah. And you naked blue X-Men lady.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you guys like? How do you react? Do you just watch as they leave, or?
I am unfazed because I'm unsurprised that they are being led down to the prison.
Mm,
I think I'm also not surprised because I probably have been through a similar thing.
yeah, definitely. You definitely have. You've been
Yeah,
imprisoned for a couple, like about a year. Um,
all times.
yeah, like whenever you did bad shit, they're just like cells.
I'm
uh,
probably
okay.
like
So
I would
he
like
says you are
to guard.
dismissed.
Oh, can I?
Unfortunately for you,
Oh,
Daisia, you don't have any more deaths, correct? No one else died. How is Viet? Where is he? Daisia.
What? Sorry. I'm sorry, my grandmother's dying and my
Oh
family's
shit.
trying to coordinate a time to go see her this weekend.
Okay,
Ethan,
okay, okay. You don't have to tell me all that. Goddamn.
what's
Yeah.
going on?
So he says, "Fuck." What was I?
We're
He
talking about where's Viet?
he pretty much was
you
just like,
completely
"Where's
threw him off.
Viet?" Yeah, yeah. You threw me off hardcore.
Sorry.
Where's he?
he
Pretty much is
threw
like, "Where's
Jason.
Viet? Is he okay? Is he alive?"
Yeah, his dad was on Androsik's crew, and so they went back with his mother. And does he have sisters?
Viet is alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is this
he
his
was part of
father?
I
Androsik's
suppose that
crew,
makes
right?
sense. I didn't see his head, so it doesn't matter if he's in jail or not.
Wait. Okay. Um, there's a lot to unpack in that,
Uh
but
huh.
anyways, They're probably just having a little family reunion, at their house.
Interesting. I sent someone over. And he
Okay.
snaps. Another butler comes out from his closet,
Okay.
and it's like
So,
this really skinny, like rat folk guy, and he's just like, "Yes, master." And
ew.
he comes out. He just pokes his head out, and he says, "Go check on
Thinking.
Viet now, and make sure Viet is who he says he is, or kill him." And then the thing just kind of like sprints out. um, and that is all that happens with the rat guy. Anyway, go ahead. Say what you're saying.
Hold on.
Yeah, take your time. You two, what were you guys saying before?
I was going to try to see if I could. I was going to ask a guard to see where they were taking the prisoners, in a sense, because I would like to run tests on them.
Okay. Um, there are some like local thieves court guards just kind of posted walking around. Would you like to want to ask them or?
Could I not see where they were going or who they were being escorted by?
They kind of just kept going. They didn't really stop.
All right. Is there like a captain of the guard or anybody I could like speak with?
Just some
To
basic guards. And I think they would know. I don't think anyone else would really know because everyone down here is like they're only the higher up thieves court members. Like they're not. There's
Okay.
never any beginners.
All right, then I will go up to one of the guards and I'll say, hello, I was wondering, the group that was just taken off of Androslik's crew, they were brought back from the dead from what I presume to be another dimension, and I want to run tests on them to perhaps aid your guild. Do you know where they'll be taken so that I can bring down my equipment and start?
I'd like to describe their armors for you real quick. So what they have is like these kind of like these crow's mask thing, like a plague doctor kind of thing going on, but it's just sleek. There is no
Okay.
there's no eyes to it. It's just a sleek pointed thing, and they have these hoods and these like leather shoulder pads and straps around them. Eve, go ahead.
Wouldn't I know where the
Yeah,
prison is?
yeah, you
Should
would.
I just? Okay, I'm just gonna be like you. You don't have to bother with them. I know where
While you're
the prison is.
talking, he is going to kind of grab Raven's arm and like lift it up. He says, "Where's your papers? Who are you?" In the way he talks, you can't distinguish whether or not it's female, male. It just sounds like a robotic kind of
Where my
or like
papers were.
muffled kind of tone.
Then I'd reach down to my side, my belt, and I'd pull out a scroll and I'd
As you
say,
do,
in the head.
he's like, "What are you reaching for?"
What?
Before you do that, he kind of like tugs on your arm really hard. He says, "What are you reaching for? Which pocket?"
My,
Yeah, I know,
in
but
my,
he's on edge.
I'm just reaching for what you asked me.
Don't move. Which pocket?
My left.
Just
And
tell
he like
them.
he like pulls you in, reaches around, he pulls it out, and he's like, he pushes you back. He says, "What are you asking?"
I'm asking you for a location so I can conduct my experiments to aid the thieves court.
He
You
looks at
don't.
your paper again, and then he's like, "No," and he gives it back to you.
I look at
Give
him and I say,
take her and be like, "Thank you so
"Photos
much.
are
I'm sorry she's bothering you. Please ignore
There
my
you go.
friend."
no,
Just
no.
Please,
I
just-
have you seen those? Have you seen those motors? I've been put in charge
I
to aid.
understand that, but you're not qualified to understand where anything else is besides the blacksmith location and any scientific tools you need. That's it.
Yes, of
Not
course. I'm so sorry about my friend. She's new here. Thank you for your time. And then I drag her away.
yeah. It
Him and I
and
go,
you can't
"Yes."
really see a facial expression on it, because it's just a sleek black
Oh,
cone-like mask.
Ew.
would I be used
Yeah,
to people dressed like that though?
yeah,
I
they're all
bet.
like
Yeah.
that to you. They
Okay.
don't really pay much attention to any of you guys. That's it. Back to Daisia. So what were you saying earlier? We were talking about Viet.
We I He sent somebody.
Yeah, he did send somebody.
Okay. And so Rachel and Raven and Calliope are not in the room right now, right?
No, they are outside of the room.
Okay.
Causing
Well.
commotion apparently, but
Okay, so you have to remind me because it has been a number of weeks and I don't remember the
Yeah, it's no problem.
particulars of our arrangement. I know we had to kill her before she killed anybody else, which we did.
Mhm.
Were
Nobody
we gonna
died.
get paid?
No, because it was your
Okay.
fault. You weren't gonna get paid. No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You were actually gonna lose money if anybody died.
Yeah.
Which,
I do
luckily, no
remember
one did.
that part.
Mhm.
I do remember that part. Okay. Damn, bitch.
Hey, this is how I know you guys are texting each other.
Um.
quite slick. Goddamn.
I know.
um. Okay. Well, I guess that concludes our business here. Unless you have like another
You are
mission for
free to
me.
go. There is
Cool.
a mission board posted outside.
Right.
You may check.
Ruby.
I know there is at least one on there.
Okay.
And
Cool.
what's going on outside? I heard there is another new mission posted. And I think it's best you stay away from these missions for now. I need you to lie low. But I'm not going
Honest.
to permit you to not do anything. I would like.
Wait, so no thieves missions.
I didn't specify. This
Um,
one includes Kawasaki. The
Kawasaki?
meeting at Kawasaki, there's a escort mission. I don't have the details. You have to check the mission board. Eh?
Kawasaki is the
I say
governor.
this as me, but if I'm speaking off the book, perhaps you should look at it. I feel that I'm not in full power right now. There's something else going on.
Raven will interrupt and look to Daisia and
You're
Calliope.
not in the room,
Yeah, you're not
bro.
in the room yet.
You
Room?
left the room.
Is he
I'm not-
dragging you away from the guard that you've been
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Daisia, I prefer
Can you
that
repeat
keep
that?
these
Because
secrets.
you kept breaking up, and
Oh,
I
I did?
kind of
Shit.
didn't catch everything. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Give me a second. My stream camera shows me kind of frozen for some reason. Oh no, it's because I was moving like this the whole time. Okay. So essentially, he was like, "There's a mission posted.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with Kawasaki's meeting that was supposed to take place today. I advise that you don't take it as the King of Thieves, but I will not oppose off the book.
Okay.
Many people here seem to take interest, and I'm not sure if I can just tell you to do this or not. If you take
Interest
this
in what?
mission, I prefer you to take it alone.
Alone.
Yes,
I'm not the greatest by myself.
I know. This is an escort mission, and there will be others. And the strange thing about this is these two missions, they kind of connected in a weird way. You're supposed to escort while the other one says to assassinate the person you're supposed to escort. And I have no
So, like,
control over the mission board, but money is money.
what
If
if
you
I
fail, you may die by your own friend's hands.
what if I did both?
How? You can't escort someone, get the money, and then kill them later.
I could. Yeah, I could.
You can only get the money of once, and that's...
Well, I could assassinate them while I'm escorting
It's
them.
up to you, I don't care. Listen.
I'm really confused.
Listen. This mission is odd. And I only advise you to not take it because of everything that is going on.
And
It
people are taking
seems
interest.
indeed, and they don't seem to like you very much. If you take this
The
mission, you may
regime or the Thieves
us.
Guild?
Many of the Thieves Courts have seemed to blame you for a lot of things. You and your crew, Viet included.
Yeah. To be fair, it's only me and Viet now, but it's valid.
Luckily, you have Raven on your side, so she seems to balance out the hate that you get, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Do I mean nothing?
No, you don't mean a damn thing. You fucking slave.
Love me. How dare you? I'm a delight. People love me.
No, they don't love you. They don't really think anything of you.
Are
You hate them as much as they hate you. Do you not
I
remember your
enjoy Calliope's
backstory?
company. I enjoy Calliope's.
Calliope
My understanding of the
is
character
a
is not
touchy
taken
subject.
into consideration.
She seems to put up a fight with many of us, but she does a good job. So
Yeah, she wasn't bad.
overall feeling is neutral. Right now,
Yeah.
people want you dead, but not everyone else.
Fascinating.
Viet too.
They want Viet and I dead.
Viet has more than you know on his plate.
I believe it.
I don't like him
What did
myself,
his
but
dad do?
someone
What
like
did his dad? What?
his father.
Yeah.
He smirks. He says, "What do you want to know?"
Because I was under the impression that he was a part of Androslik's crew, and that's why
Indeed.
Viet wanted them back. But you said his head wasn't one of the ones sent back to us.
Oh no, he died much earlier. Idroslik used to be the captain of everyone. He used to be in my position before I came here.
Fascinating.
Not Idroslik, sorry, excuse me.
Viet?
Giat, yes. That's why I find it so interesting he's back and didn't come here.
So
If he
you killed
does
Viet.
challenge me, I kill Giat again. Oh, I mean, excuse me. And he smirks and he kind of laughs. He says, I didn't exactly kill him, I just set him up for death. But, as this court works, that can happen anywhere. Whoever kills the king, you take the king's place, da 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 da. Obviously, I'm not easy to kill.
How long has he been dead?
20 years.
20?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Viet like 18?
Is that what he said?
I might have just assumed.
Well, actually, I think I pretty much was just like as DM. I was like, he looks like he's young.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hmm.
I don't remember quite how old he was. I know he was a baby when I killed his father, and I know he doesn't know that I killed his father. I prefer to keep that down low, but I don't care if he knows, to be honest. Perhaps his father would tell
I might.
Who cares? I'm ready for another fight. I haven't had one in years.
Okay, so just to be clear, circling back, you want me to lie low as the King of Thieves, but off the record, on the down low, you would support me assassinating that guy or escorting that guy?
He doesn't. He just smiles.
Doesn't matter.
And he shrugs. And he just lounges. He says, Look, I just like drama. It's so boring here. I just want Kawasaki dead. Take over the town and perhaps see what the Raven has to offer in her world. If you
And
understand me.
Kawasaki
And
is the
Daisy, how
leader.
do you feel about Raven? I need to touch base with
Um,
you.
What about Raven?
Raven. She's interesting.
Do you trust her? Would you protect her for?
Would I protect her?
Hmm. Or would you
from
thrive
like
for more power from them? Would you
I mean
use
if
her? Would you, given the opportunity, would you take over her world?
these are loaded questions, bro.
Yes, yes, I must ask them just as curiosity.
I'm I don't
What
know
is your
her that well.
stance? Good,
I'm
good, good.
still
Well,
figuring her out.
get her on
At
our
the
side.
moment, at the moment, I would trust her to have my back in a fight. She may be a little too curious for her own good,
Hmm.
but she means well.
You two, are you guys like whispering or like are you just listening at the door or
Have
just
you barged
waiting?
in?
You guys can listen, like you guys can try to listen through the door.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I would have you roll stealth and like perception's probably best.
roll perception.
Yeah, you guys would want to kind of do it quietly as you're not supposed to be at the door listening.
Okay.
I'm kind of half listening, but I'm also kind of focused on what I want to do later on in my lab. So I'm kind of thinking of all that through my head. So I'm really
Okay,
not.
so you would not be making perception checks. You would just hear mumbles. You though.
Me,
Yeah.
20.
20 for both?
Not a nat 20, but a 20.
Okay, for what? Stealth?
Stealth, yeah.
Or yeah, okay. And now make perception.
15?
Okay. You hear like mumbles every now and then, but you just kind of hear like your names being called out, and then like
Wait, no. Wait. I forgot I had a 21.
okay, yeah. You hear everything as they're talking. Now we're gonna go back to them, so you
Where's that?
can listen and be like in character in your head, or you can talk to her. So Daisy, so he's just like perhaps we should talk more about this alone. I think in a few months we shall take a trip. If you know what I mean. And he winks. This is
Is he flirting with
Wait, what?
not flirting.
No. Last we were talking about was whether or not I should kill the guy or escort the guy. Or should I
No,
like escort
you
the
were
guy to
talking
the
about
you? That's flirting.
Ravens.
Oh,
Like
right.
yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's a little different.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. So you
Oh.
guys are talking about Raven, and he's kind of hinting at like, should we take everything she has? And he winks at you.
Um,
Says, perhaps we should discuss more of that later. And he winks at you.
over dinner.
And he says, and I didn't take you for that type. And
Don't.
he gives a big
Don't.
smirk.
Don't.
You don't say that?
Stop.
You don't say that? You don't want to
No,
do that?
I'm telling him it was a joke.
He's just, okay. I thought this was odd as well. Uh, again, come here tomorrow and we discuss privately in my
Okay.
office alone. Do not bring your crew yet.
Okay.
You are the crew captain, correct?
Yeah.
Good. Following
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
we shall bring a few different friends. I feel that this is not best to talk further about this, and he kicks you out. He's like, he points at the door. He says, "We talk about this tomorrow."
Wait, I'm really confused. Isn't the meeting today for the escort thing?
No, it's just a posted job listing on the board.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a
I'm
meeting.
so fucking confused.
Okay, let me break this down as DM. Job
Yeah,
listing has
please.
two jobs that conflict
Mhm.
with each other. One's an escort for this guy you're not sure the name of yet, and the other one is an assassination for said guy. And that's just the two jobs that he's got in his head. There are probably other jobs posted. Um,
That's the one he wants me to do, right?
that's the one he's taken note of.
For me to do.
Mm. And he's kind of been like hinting at this like public meeting that Kawasaki, the general of the regime, has kind of pointed out at. Like, yeah, it was supposed to take place today, but it seems something's going on, so that now there's a new job listing for an escort of a person that's supposed to be attending. Do you remember anything of this meeting? Like like the guard interaction you had last week, where it was like he was supposed to talk about
It was like a Build Back Better plan,
yeah,
but
it was
evil.
like yeah, it was like make this place great again.
It's like an infrastructure, like talk and stuff, but like evil.
Yeah.
A Trump rally, if
This
you
is
will.
why I think she's high half the time. She doesn't remember anything.
I have a terrible memory. I honestly might not have been paying attention at that part.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Look,
I do think
it's
you're the
my
one
character
interacting, but
talking. To be fair, I think it was
making a
my
weird
character.
Because it was Calliope.
I
yeah,
got
it
that
was-
information. Like I said, because people love me. How dare you?
not everyone, but some people. These guys do.
I don't think the authority people like me.
No,
However,
no, everyone here is authority people, but everyone else is like, you're right.
I think the average person is infatuated with me. I think they think I'm beautiful.
You did roll high for like prettiness.
I'm gorgeous. I got a nat 20 on how
Yeah,
pretty
that was
I am.
funny. That was funny as shit. Okay, yeah. So he's sending you out pretty much, and he's set up another meeting with you tomorrow night
Okay.
to discuss further about Raven's people. And stuff like that.
Okay. I
Yeah.
like low key, I might like want to do that escort job. But like also on the down
He's
low,
like, I like
take the
Loki, like want to do that. I want to note that your armor is damaged from the last encounter, and that
Okay, well, I'll get it fixed.
yeah, like where you're going is the blacksmith area is closest to you, and that's where Raven's office is posted.
Okay.
So yeah, that he sends you
Can I
out.
get
You
like
walk out.
special armor? Like
I don't remember. Do you remember? Because you have to look for me.
for special armor?
Yeah, like what's your armor? What is it? Is it
My
just normal?
armor right now it's just splint armor, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that it has a big gash in it. Like it looks like it was pretty much almost. It takes like a couple more hits and it'd be destroyed.
But like, can I get new armor? Like
Yes, you can
cooler
get
armor,
new.
like
Yeah,
enchanted armor.
let's look at some
And
cool armors.
so that would actually be cool. It's like
You
Minecraft.
do heavy armor, correct?
I can do any kind of armor.
Okay. Would you prefer heavy armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Eileen, what's your class?
I'm a as far as you know, I'm a fighter.
Okay, I don't know why, but for some reason I thought you were like a rogue, which didn't make sense. I thought you were a light armor class.
No.
No, that makes more sense.
Do you remember how shitty I am at stealth?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm disadvantaged because of my heavy armor. But it's fine, so I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Well, interesting. Like so cool.
Miss Real. Get the fuck
Okay,
out.
so you guys are making it back, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Can I have a mithril
Uh,
plate armor?
So you guys are making it back, and you notice that conveniently enough, that the armor himself, the monkey guy, is hammering away at some stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he's kind of pushed all of Raven's like equipment to the side. He's just, look, I don't care, you're living here, but I need to get back to work. I got a lot of shit going on. And he looks at Raven and, and he just goes back to hammering away. You do see some like just flat out on the table is some basic leather and like chainmail armor, and then hanging up is something that you haven't seen before. It is absorption armor.
Absorption
and
armor.
it is. I probably shouldn't say the name out loud, but it's this really shiny silverish kind of looking thing, and it's kind of got like this faint glow to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absorption armor.
Not sus at all.
Yeah.
I pick it up. The fuck
Okay,
is
Before
this
you
shit?
do, the guy
Oh,
has his hammer. He says, "Wait, that costs. It's gonna cost you."
What is
And it's a
it?
full plate armor. And he's like,
Uh-huh.
this is something I've been working on. Use a little bit of her items over there, and he looks at Raven. He says, "I'll use some of your shit. This is absorption armor, and I'm looking up the price right now."
Like, what does it
With
do?
price, I'm gonna go back over to my things and I'm gonna pick them up and I'm gonna put them down on a table and say, "Oh well, I hope you won't mind, but I'm going to continue my work."
And he's
And
like, "Whatever, just stay out of my way."
and I'm going to work on a new ship motor.
Okay.
Oh my god, that was
It's
loud.
actually.
Don't see. Shut up, computer, my friend.
Bro, I cannot find the freaking. Okay. I have something. Okay. It says, "Look, this is gonna cost you 6,000 gold points. You got it."
What does it do though?
Let me give you the rundown. And now I'm gonna just read it. The armor glows with a faint magical energy that seems to be able to ward off almost any blow. The magical armor has 5 charges, and whenever you take acid, bludgeoning, cold, fire, lightning, piercing, slashing, or thunder damage, you can spend 1 charge and use your reaction to gain resistance to one of the damage types. That
That's all.
damage that is damaged until you. Bleh. That resistance to one of the damage types. That damaged you until the start of your next turn. That's worded weirdly. The armor regains 1d4 plus 1 charges at dawn.
Can you send that to me?
Yes.
At dawn, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other armor sets that he has, or is that the only one?
There is one more. Just give me a sec. Sending this to you. And it is a kind of like a leather studded armor. And I guess it would be medium. Yeah, I think it'd be medium. The suit of its suit of leather armor is decorated with large bird feathers, giving the arms a wing-like appearance.
It requires attunement.
The suit comes with a mask shaped like a bird of prey's head. While wearing this armor, you blah 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 blah. I can't tell you that yet because you haven't looked at it.
Yeah,
And it's
look at-
called. You're gonna look at it? Oh, he says, "Yeah, that one I just made. It's called Avian Armor. I used a lot of your feathers for it. Hope you don't mind. You just kind of like flopping them all around. You know, it's easy to pick up. Good shit. And you've been living here for a couple of days, so it's kind of piled up in the corners. You'll notice, and you you look around. It's like really clean. He says, "You trashed my shop." And he's yeah, yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, this armor +2 bonus to AC, and you can gain a bonus action to speak a command word and polymorph into a giant eagle for 1 hour until your end. The effect with a bonus, and you end the effect with a bonus action. You cannot use this feature again until it recharges at dawn. So it's like a 1 day kind of use. But you turn into a giant eagle, so that's pretty cool.
It's very
And
impressive.
yeah,
You're able to-
you become a large beast, and it changes your stats almost completely.
Well, my question for you is do you own the copyright to this armor? Because it's technically my.
Do I own the copyright to this armor? I made it. I don't care.
But you use my feathers, so technically.
We are at the Thieves Court, so even if I use your feathers, I stole them, and now you have to buy them.
But if they're my own feathers, why would I have to buy them back since I produced them?
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay, let me see. Okay. I do not like this D&D Beyond thing. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, conditions, no defenses, no abilities. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I am. Here we go. Persuasion with disadvantage. I got a 7.
Okay. He's like, no, it's gonna be full price for you. I don't care.
That's fucked up.
It's really not.
It's not. He made it. I
How
posted
much?
it in general.
I have not been paying attention.
7,500. I made it so you could turn into a giant fucking eagle.
But I'm a raven. How does that work? That doesn't make any sense.
Why would you buy it if you're a raven then?
Why would you turn into an eagle if I'm a raven?
A big bird. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I made it so you can turn into a giant bird. You can polymorph. 7,500.
All right, I'm only going to pay that amount if you can prove that this armor works. We're gonna try it out on.
He just says no. He says no. Move along. If you don't want it, you don't want it.
But they're my feathers.
Have my armors failed you before? I don't think so. I don't even think you bought from me. So 7,500 for you.
I don't know anything about your armor. I do not know if it's repeatable.
All right, go back to your studies, this little birdie lady. You two, you guys want it?
Yeah, I'll buy it.
All right, 6,000 for you.
There you go. Ching, bitch.
You notice a significant price change?
I kind of mumble because I just lost 1,500 gold pieces.
I gave you 50,000 yesterday. Oh no, today.
His idiot cracks his knuckles. He says, "All right, if you don't mind, I gotta get back busy." Tink, 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 and then he sees like going at his furnace real hard. He's going heavy. The sleeping bags are all like in one corner of the room, where you guys slept from last time. I think you guys are free to go back to your homes.
Yeah.
Yo, and
there's a magic shop here, right?
So if you have like a home, but it's more like that same cell you guys were at before,
right,
all the way by the meeting area, so it would take you a bit to get there, obviously. There is a magic shop, but there is one in your area, but it's like a potion shop more like.
Damn, I want a magic item shop.
Oh, that one's at the.
Well, I'll go to the potion shop. I'll go to the potion shop.
If you want to look for a magic shop, that you can. In the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go to the potion shop first, and then ask if there's like a magical items shop that they know of.
Okay.
While I'm there.
At this point, the sun is setting.
Bitch.
And you can see that through the cave, so it's getting darker. Because there's a giant hole in the cave.
Yeah, as opposed to the perpetual darkness we were in before.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, I'll, I guess, make my way to the little potion door.
Remember, you can only attune to 3 magic items, so if you already have 3, you're gonna have to drop one.
Yep. I just want potions.
Okay. You go to the potion shop. It's right next to the other place. And the person in there, I don't remember the voice I had for them, so we're just gonna make a new one. He says, "Hello, I have potions. What do you want?"
Do you have like really strong health potions?
Oh, okay. You have strong health potions. Okay.
Like superior.
Yes, superior health potion. Let's see. Let's see. I do. And let's see how much the superior health potions, D&D. Cost. I didn't know you guys go straight to the shopping. I
I
have
love
superior
shopping,
and
bro.
I have supreme, and I like this one a lot. It is very rare. So I only have one, but I have 3 superior healing potions and about 10 greater ones in a normal healing potion. I have a lot of those. Don't worry about those.
So 3.
Superior will be 500, and
Uh-huh.
supreme will be 1350 if you like.
1350.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you
I'll
get
buy Supreme.
buy supreme. You buy the other 3 superiors.
I'll buy the Supreme and 3 Superiors.
Okay, since you buy all these, I only cost you 2250. Eh? Sound good?
22, so 2,250 gold.
Yes, good deal.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
That's fine.
and he like starts to like just pile them in a sack. And he just here you go, and he plops them
Thanks.
gently on the table.
And then you said you had like 10 greater.
Yeah, he's a shit ton. He's been making potions for a long time now.
I'll take.
He used to supply the whole Thieves Court.
Am I about to wipe him out? Am I about to buy 13 health potions?
You will be encumbered. Yes, but you
If
can.
I do, we'll see. They only weigh half a pound each.
Yeah, I dropped the dice and I can't find it.
I will
But
just.
regarding if you get
I'll
like
buy.
all of the healing potions, it'll be like a shit ton. So
Yeah, I'll buy just 2 of the greater.
okay, and 2
So how much?
greater, that'll be 200 gold points.
Okay.
Fuck, where's my dice?
There we go.
Okay, I found it.
Lots of potions.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, good night.
Good night. Good night. And don't die. The cave is still crumbling. And he
The
smiles.
cave is still crumbling?
Ah, yes, it's very so slightly. I notice big rocks fall. Whatever.
Okay. Anyways, good night.
Good night.
I'll go back to
Bye
my
bye.
house.
Yeah. Calliope, are you? What are you doing?
Did like she leave on her own?
No, you guys are still technically with her,
Yeah,
unless you
if you
didn't want
wanted
to
to come with
follow.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to go to the potion shop with me while I buy everything.
I stayed back in my lab so that I could.
I'm gonna stay back with Raven.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I like turn around and double back?
Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
Because
We're still moving.
I didn't ask what other potions they had.
Let's see. We have I think we have a potion of greater strength. I'm gonna look up the prices real quick for these. We had the potion of giant strength, and it's this big green liquid in it. And this is that's very nice. It'll be, I would say this one. I have to find it because this is not the right one. Potion of giant strength. D&D cost.
Which giant? Like hill giant, fire giant,
It's
frost giant,
hill
hill
giant.
giant. Okay.
And then we have cloud giant. So we
Cloud
have
giant.
okay. We have 3 actually. No, 2 actually. We have a potion of longevity, and that one's like a purplish kind of thing going on. And then we've
Potion
got
of longevity.
and yeah, and then we have potion of I believe this is cloud giant. Yes, and that would be 5,000, and this is 9,000. The longevity one. And he like puts them on the table. He says, "Would you like?"
I'll do the potion of cloud giant strength.
Very well. That would be 5,000.
Okay.
Okay, and then
Cool.
let's see. He's looking around currently. He's still looking into his drawers and stuff, knocking all the other health potions down. Some even crack a little and spill. He says, "Ah, whatever." Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I have this one. I'm working on it. It improves your intelligence by 1 for 3 hours, and it'll cost you 500. It's a work in progress, so I don't know the side effects, unfortunately.
My intelligence by 1.
Indeed, for 3 hours.
That wouldn't
Okay,
honestly
okay.
do anything for me.
How about this? 250. I want to get rid of it. I don't really make these too much.
It wouldn't help me.
Ah,
Would it be a +1 or just change my modifier by 1?
it would
Or
change your. I think
like the
it
score?
would just give you like a bonus when you roll, a +1
Okay.
to your intelligence.
Okay, what is it called?
It's a potion of intelligence. That's what I call it now. I'm still working on it. It should get better in the future. Come back and maybe I'll have a better improvement on it. Yeah.
um, yeah, I'll let you tweak it a little bit.
Okay. And he puts it back behind into these other potions. He says, "Okay, that's all I have. Unfortunately, thank you very
Okay.
much."
Yeah, you're welcome. I've made you so rich.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, okay. I'll leave now for real. I'll go back to my little house.
Okay. Do you want to? Is that all you do tonight?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Raven, what's up with you? What are you doing? You're working with this guy right now.
So right now I'm going through my lab and I'm currently working on making a new sort of like a Mark II, Mark III of the current motor that I've been working on for those boats. Yeah,
Okay.
trying to improve, just trying to like get over everything and trying to make everything as best as I can possibly make it.
Do some intelligence rollies for me.
Okay.
I believe point 2.
1 second.
All right. Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 19, and then do you want me to do 2?
No, I'll do 1 for now. You make like a full one, like a full mini one, and then you're starting to work on a bigger one, and you're about halfway done already.
Okay.
And while this is happening, Eve, you said you're something?
Calliope wants to talk to Raven.
Okay. While she's talking, or while you're doing that, Calliope is going to come up to you, and she's going to be like, "Hey, you want to? Never mind. That's a little kinky. You want to kiss a little? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
Weird. She's a teenager.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Raven. This is a little bit of a weird question, but do you trust Daisia?
Well, I mean, she is a captain, and she saved my. I mean, Daisy is my friend. She's one of my only friends I've ever had. So I never really thought of that.
Are you guys whispering to each other or just talking?
Yeah, I'm whispering.
I'm
Okay.
talking. I'm not whispering.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Follow-up question. Are you one of those people that wants to be given bad news directly or just wait and see what happens?
I always believe it's best to be upfront with facts.
Okay.
So give it on me. I don't give it to me. I don't care.
Okay. Just stop me if I'm like out of place or anything. I don't want to like. Okay. Well, while Daisia was in the meeting with the dude, I may or may
Uh-huh.
have been listening.
Oh, okay. Well, that I'm glad you could hear it. So you weren't in the meeting. You were just, and I'm just like kind of wrenching at a part right now as I say that.
Like while we were standing out there and you were like talking about like your boat stuff, I was just kind of listening to you and the conversation inside, and well, they were talking about you a little bit.
That's always. I know normally I'm not the topic of conversation, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah, well, it's really funny you say that because they're having another meeting tomorrow where they're going to be talking about you again. And
Oh well, are they going to be talking about me or my scientific advancements? That's quite different.
you're neither really. It's more of like they're talking about invading your kingdom.
They didn't say that
Whoa.
directly, so you don't know for sure, but you feel kind of awkward. They didn't say it directly. He was very careful about
I
that.
did not pick up on that, I'm not gonna lie.
He didn't say
Um,
it correctly, so it was like we talk about taking a good visit, and he winks at you. That's what he pretty much said to you.
so
Oh.
so did Calliope infer this and infer this and still
Calliope,
tell
I
me this?
think knowing them long enough, I think you would know that something's up, but you wouldn't know
Okay,
for sure that it's like a full-on invasion.
so
Just seems
so
like
you would say that to me, right?
I'll just be like, seems like they're kind of sort of maybe up to some stuff with your kingdom.
So when she says this, I would purposely drop my wrench on the ground, and it would make a very, very loud sound, and I'd say, "Oh, barnacles!
Sparrow runs up. He's like, "Are you okay?"
Oh, yeah, I'm fine."
Forgot he's
And
there.
and
Okay,
at
yeah,
that
yeah.
time, I would reach down to grab my wrench,
He also
and
does.
I would mutter under my breath what sounds like incoherent, a foreign language to you, and I would cast silence.
Oh,
So So within our bubble radius, which I will establish as 10 feet, outside of the radius from the blacksmith, no one can hear what comes out of it.
Queen, period.
And I would pick back up the wrench and I would carefully start and I would say under my breath, and I said, I figured this would happen sooner or later. And I'd keep going.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not 100% positive what it could be about, but I know how much your people mean to you, and I I've lost my home, and I don't want the same to happen to you.
You do notice that the blacksmith kind of abruptly stops, and he looks briefly over at you guys, and he just walks out. That's it.
I don't. And I would say, I would keep wrenching and I would say, no one's ever really been honest with me here. And I always assumed that it might come to this, which is which is why I'm taking precautions just in case. But have you decided what you're going to say to the devil? I'm
You guys only have a
curious.
few hours left, just to let you know.
No, I haven't. I thought maybe like if I could see how the revised people were acting, it would make me make my decision. But they're back and they seem normal, but I still have my doubts.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how else to put this. There's a choice that I'd want to make, but I feel like that there's a choice that I'll have to make now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Well, just know that even though Daisia can be very off-putting at times, we're we're still in your corner. I mean, all metaphors put aside, we're still with you and we still support you. So don't feel like you have to do anything because we'll do all that we can to help you.
Beautiful words from Raven. Beautiful.
Thank you. I mean,
so
that's
nice.
like the most socially adept she's been this whole campaign.
Yeah, that was kind of cute. Good job, guys. My phone is not charging and it's making me upset. Okay. So it's a few hours and you reach nighttime, I think, after that conversation. Persephone, before it reaches nighttime, what are you doing after that in conversation? Are you gonna continue or are you just gonna
Who's Persephone? I thought Persephone
Oh,
was
I'm
gone.
sorry. I'm sorry. Calliope, sorry.
Spoiler alert, that was Pillowbox and Persephone the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow, the turns tabled.
Calliope?
Could I possibly see Viet?
If you would like to go to his house, if you know where his house is.
Do I?
Don't think you do. Persephone does. And she's in a jail cell with everyone else.
I know.
You can ask her.
Daisia knows.
Daisia does know.
But Daisia's at our house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Daisia's house.
Okay.
And ask where Viet's house is.
Yeah. You open the door, Daisia. What are you doing while you're at home? Are you just vibing? You know, just watching some.
Probably
Mavericks?
doing calisthenics.
Oh yeah, just
working out.
Push-ups, shit like that. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. So you walk in, she's working out, doing some crunches, some push-ups. Actually, I think you would knock on the door. I don't think she'd keep her door open. So.
Walk into a house.
No. That's
Who
a
do you
little
think
sus.
I am a noble. How dare you?
Yeah. Yeah. My thing is frozen. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. So what are you gonna ask your dear friend?
Yeah. What's up?
Look.
Hello.
Hey, hi Daisia. I'm sorry to bother you, but I wanted to talk to Viet about the decision he made. Only issue is I don't know where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought maybe you would know.
Yeah. Here, I'll walk with you there.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I'm interested about his dad too.
Sure.
Okay, let me just get my shit together and then we'll go.
Some time has passed. It is, I would say, 9 or 10 right now. Raven, is she here yet? No. I don't know where she is. Rachel. Okay, so yeah. Oh, there she is.
Is slightly tilted.
Raven and Cantaloupe. Raven and Cantaloupe both hear something in their head. It's like time is ticking. And it sounds like the familiar voice of the devil himself.
Okay.
I heard anything. No, I'm kidding. Please, I don't want him to speak to me.
He does not talk to you, no.
Thanks.
And as that laughter goes away, you're just like, you feel kind of dizzy for a minute, and then you like catch yourself.
Dizzy?
Yeah. Like you feel like you're falling asleep, but then you wake up.
Oh my god. Okay.
Probably so a little bit. I'm not the.
So I would catch myself as I continue adjusting my shit. And I would say, please give me some peace for the next few hours.
You don't get a response, but the blacksmith comes back in and he says, And he says, "Are you done talking?" Cool. And he goes back to work.
I'd say, talking to who?
He just groans. He says, "Whatever. Look, I don't care. It's none of my business. I'm just here to do my job."
Appreciate that. You come off a lot nicer now than you did before.
Uh-huh. And then he goes tick, 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 with his hammer. um,
Trying to
yeah.
have a bonding experience with the NPC that's obviously not there for a character development.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
well,
Okay. You guys walk to Ware's houses, and you see that there is half of his house has got a huge giant rock like on top of it, and it's just crushed. And his front yard, like a lot of it's just people trying to move rocks off of these flowers and beautiful plants that were once there. Some are still around, but it's like half of his house is gone. Um, you actually see Viet's mother crying outside on the porch. And this is the first time I think first time you've both seen Viet's mom. Yeah.
is mom hot? I'm sorry, I'm just curious.
Let's see. Is she hot? No, she's too old. She's like she's wrinkly old.
Do
I
I
guess she'd
know
be like 70.
do I know Viet's family because of like past issues or no?
No, not really. No one you've really come across with.
Would they know my
Um,
family name?
if you told them.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't really know who you are directly.
Just kidding.
What'd you say?
I didn't even hear what you said.
Yeah, I know you cut out.
I was seeing Stacy's mom, but
Stacy's mom
Macy's
has
mom
got it
has got
going
it
on.
going on.
but
All right.
but not
Java
Viet's mom. And
innovative.
Viet's mom does not have it going on because apparently she's too old.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Well, anyways.
I'm gonna go up to her and be like, Miss, are you alright?
Yes, I'm okay. I just haven't heard from Viet.
What do you mean?
I haven't heard from him in a few days now, and I just hope he's okay. I'm worried. I'm worried sick.
A few days.
Oh yes.
Sure, he's alright. I mean, he goes on these missions.
Are you not in
Yeah,
the
he's
group that
fine.
he's with?
He was with us this morning. He ran into an old friend,
Oh, okay.
and they're
Well,
probably just catching up
given where our
together.
house is destroyed, and I just
Mm-hmm.
I miss him dearly, and so does his
Mm-hmm.
sister.
Right.
Even though
Right.
she's actually inside right now. She's trying to get her things out of her room. We're going to the
Oh,
surface immediately.
yeah. I
We have
think
a
that's
carriage ready.
smart.
I
I'd get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, yes,
That's
yes.
not how you talk to a lady.
It's okay. It's okay. She's just being honest, and I appreciate that. And she like goes like try it like holds her hand very nicely, and she's like, please take care of him. And then she lets go, and she says, would you like some cookies?
Sure.
And
Yeah,
she goes, come.
actually.
I had some in the oven before this happened. And she comes out, and she like just comes back outside, and she's got a tray of cookies, and they're these really nice cookies, and
Do they
they
taste
have like,
good?
well, try them.
Yeah.
They taste fucking
I'll eat
amazing.
it.
They're like the best grandma cookies you've ever had.
This is delicious.
Yeah, they're chocolate chip cookies.
Nice.
Then she's like, I also have sugar cookies if you like. She like moves them aside, and then you see some sugar pieces.
I'm going to
She just,
pocket all of them.
and she's like, oh yes, please, if you would like, take the whole tray. Bring a print to my
I'm
son
taking
Viet.
all of these cookies. A dozen chocolate chip.
While that very productive and plot worthy interaction is happening,
Mhm.
I was if I could ask some questions about you guys going to the surface, could I?
Yes.
Where do you plan to go on the
Well,
surface?
Kawasaki, our grateful general, he's setting up a beautiful town for us in the surface. Not much, but it's got a lot of land for us rich folk, and unfortunately, not much for the poor folk, but, we do what we have to do.
You
Do you know
said
his name?
Kawasaki?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, he's a great general.
Do you know the name of
Okay.
the kingdom?
What is that?
Do you know
Excuse me?
the name of the kingdom?
Ah, not quite, but I hear tomorrow he's making an announcement.
Okay.
Yes, it should be good. I will be one of the first residents.
Oh.
It will be great. And I'm sure it'll look more nice than this, especially now that we're on the surface so we can see the sun.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Give me a minute.
The minute has passed.
It has not been a minute, motherfucker.
I know, I'm kidding. Just making you rush. Are you okay?
What time is the announcement tomorrow?
He says 12 at noon. Not too late,
12
not too early.
noon
Yes, midday.
is when he's making the announcement of like the town name or just
Um,
like what his
he's
plans
he
are.
says he's talking about some various plans, some new names and a new organization. Indeed.
Okay. New system.
Yes, he also says to report
Still
an evil
led by him.
organization.
New
That has apparently
organization.
been working under the grounds for quite some time now. I don't know who they are, but I sincerely hope it's nothing bad.
Oh, yeah, for
He's
sure.
only told the royal families, please don't spread any rumors. I'd get in
Oh,
so much
my
trouble.
lips sealed.
Good, good, good.
These cookies are delicious. I have to say.
Oh, good, good, good.
One
I
last
must go. I have to pack up. Is there anything
one.
you wanted?
Can I ask one last question?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
What are some of Viet's favorite spots to go to?
Well, I know this sounds bad, but I'm not too sure. I haven't. When he was younger, he used to sit by the shore, on on the docks. But ever since then, it's been getting more distant. I'm sorry. And she starts to kind of tear up, and she says, "I forgive me. I love him very much. I just wish I could get closer. I was always so busy."
Horrible.
Maybe going to the surface will be a new opportunity.
Oh, indeed it will. I'm very excited.
Aren't we all?
Well, I must go. And she like grabs your hand. She says, "Please take another cookie." And she puts a sugar cookie in your hand.
My hand?
Yeah.
I haven't grabbed any cookies.
Yeah, she grabbed from the tray and put one in your hand. She says, "Please enjoy."
Thank you so much.
And if she goes back, hobbles inside. Um, and you hear some like rustling and and you see a lot of other people are trying to like just gather shit. And as you guys are like looking to the side of the building or just around in general, there is like this big carriage, and it's got like an attachment to it, but it doesn't have any horses or anything. It seems to be magically operated. It's
Okay.
just big wheels, and in the back is like a big normal carriage, like with the rags on top and everything. The front is like one of the horse things, but it doesn't have any horses. Yeah, so that's it. Um, so with that bit of information, how do you guys feel?
That we need to go to the docks.
Yeah, let's. I could do with some fresh sea air. Fuck.
Okay, pirate, Jesus.
Okay. So the docks is going to take you about 45 to an hour to get there. Are you planning to go there?
Hmm.
Okay. It's now 11. And you feel Raven and Calliope feel a little uneasy. They feel more drowsy than usual.
I bet you I feel invigorated.
Oh yeah, you feel fine. Like this
Yeah.
is great.
So why would I feel drowsy?
Your deadline, bro.
I what?
Your deadline.
The devil is speaking to you.
Ah. Ah.
Oh.
One
Oh,
more
BRB.
hour. He whispers again, 1 more hour.
Ooh.
And I shall receive answers. Right. And then you don't hear his voice again.
So I hear the voice 1 more hour, and I'd say, by the gods.
Yeah.
Just to me already.
Hmm?
I'd say, just come to me already.
Yeah, it doesn't come to you yet.
Are you making me wait?
He's sassy.
Are you trying to tease me?
Yeah,
Just
so Calliope and Daisia, you both reach the docks, and you don't outright see them, but you don't see that many people. You do see some shadows sitting down at the docks currently.
Hold on. I feel like though if we never talked about what happened with the devil.
No, he didn't. He kind of brushed you guys
Would
off and fucking left.
Yeah, but like even afterwards, we never talked about anything.
Well, it just kind of started, and it was kind of hard to get in the groove again. But yeah, go ahead. You can talk about it now. Feel free to. I don't see why not. Especially because you're gonna see. If
Yeah, while
yeah,
we walk and talk, it's like. So I know we've had kind of a hectic day, but what did you talk about with the devil? Yes,
Just
if you
what?
don't mind, what you wanted.
Yeah. What about you?
He, what I wanted.
Seems to be a trend.
I don't know. I don't think Viet should have brought them back.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's dead should stay dead.
You're not happy that your friend is back?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'm not.
Why?
I think if I wanted her to live again, I would have asked for her back. But I think once you're dead, you should stay dead. There's something not natural about coming back. I think she should have been given rest, but she
Daisia,
wasn't.
you kind of hear voices as, please don't tell her that. Make it more convincing to give her soul to me. And it's
And
the devil
I'll just
talking
think
in your head.
bitch, what?
Oh, I see everything now. Please, just make her give her soul to me. I really want this to be easy. It'd be preferable if you all were on my side. Now, make that
What'd
argument a
she
little
ask
more.
for?
Well,
Daisy is not smart, bro.
Daisy, you know I can't just tell you that. It's up to her. You have to ask her, maybe if you convince her.
Whatever.
Is that what you say out loud?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What?
Are you okay?
No.
That was not the response I was expecting.
Listen, I am 85 years out of my time. I have had to murder one of the only two people I ever actually liked after she murdered the other. It's been an interesting few days.
I'm so sorry.
I don't want to stay with the Thieves Guild, but I don't want to leave the Thieves Guild.
I want to leave.
Yeah.
I think you would want to leave, definitely. You still do their work, though.
Yeah, like there's an interesting job opportunity for me, but I don't know if I want to get involved like that.
Mm.
And also, he says a lot of people want me dead, so like,
That I get that feeling.
yeah, yeah.
I I understand that.
Honestly, so do I. But it makes me, wonder why I would do what he wants me to.
I don't like the guilds. I don't agree with them. I work very hesitantly with that.
Well, it could all come crumbling down tomorrow. Do you think we should warn them that they might get outed?
No.
Cool.
I have no sympathy for this organization.
That's valid.
You guys
They
both
stole
have the
too much.
marks like permanently on your arms. Like so you'd
What?
still you guys both have these tattoos like on your arms. So you'd
Oh,
be
What?
recognized as them.
nothing something can't fix. We
Yeah,
could
no,
just like,
I was just reminding you guys, like you guys do have like sigils like that
I
on your
will
arms.
simply cut my arm off.
we could do a cover up with a tattoo or do severe burning,
There you go.
severe
It's
scarring
bastard.
to
I think
right
we're
up.
smart enough to figure out laser.
No, not yet.
Laser.
Can you all
Yeah,
hear
it's
me
like
through this method of communication?
yeah, it's a little
Yes.
blurry, but you could definitely hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Blurry.
Does Raven have these
no, she's not
or
a
is it
part,
just
but she's got just a scroll that says that she can travel through.
That's why
Got
you
it.
got asked from papers for that from that guard.
Mm-hmm. Said. All right. Yeah.
Copy
So
that.
it's an interesting conversation.
Are you gonna ask me?
Ask you what you asked for from the devil?
I didn't ask for anything yet.
What did he offer you?
For things to go back to normal
Hmm.
for my parents.
You want the same thing Via wanted.
Harsh?
I envy Viet because losing his father is truly awful, and I understand his pain. But I lost everything. I didn't have a mother or a fancy manor to go back to.
Dead silence from Daisy. I mean, I guess that makes sense. He's not really like good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did ask. I'm thinking of what to respond.
Mhm.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to say back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Because, like, I can call him a little bitch for giving in where Calliope didn't.
I don't blame him. I don't, because if I were, I don't know, because it's not like I fully haven't written off the idea. The only issue for me is normal is so hard to attain at this point. It would completely shift politically everything. and I don't know how that would work. And you're
Politically
going,
shift everything.
does she know the Bonafonte family?
Do I know the Bonafonte family?
Does she know my family?
I don't think you know them too much, but I want you to roll like a history check.
Okay.
Bonafonte sounds bougefonte.
11?
Okay.
You fucking
So
idiot.
you just heard like Mayor Belafonte when you first arrived, but you don't remember anything else.
Wait, was he the one that got assassinated?
I changed it a little bit for her backstory just to kind of fuck around. I
So
made it
no.
so it is a she.
Oh,
Jesus.
so
I
she's the one that
I
got
didn't have all the notes.
assassinated?
Her mom, yeah. But you don't know that as your character. You just don't know that. You're just like, huh. Sounds
I
familiar.
know of Mayor Belafonte,
Yeah.
Bonafonte.
who died a few years ago.
Yeah, about 3 years ago when you arrived.
Okay.
A couple days after, really.
Yeah. I know Mayor Belafonte, who died. Honestly, a few days after I got back. I don't actually laugh in character though. That's kind of
Yeah.
Her husband died that day too.
Oh.
And presumably their daughter.
Presumably.
Presumably.
I think. Hold on. I'm gonna make an intelligence. I'm not following.
Of course you're not.
I rolled
You're
a
like,
3.
I don't see the connection here. What are you talking about? What does that matter?
So, the mayor, you want to bring political upheaval? Because it'll be fun?
It's always fun. That's what the communists thought.
Let me just. This is what happens when you have someone with. Do you have an 8 in intelligence?
No, I have a 12, but I've been rolling real low.
What happens when you with a 12?
Single digits, baby.
Okay. If I wanted to bring my parents back, I would have to subsequent and make things normal. I would have to get rid of the current mayor, have the entire political sphere shift, and act as if nothing happened.
I kill him tonight.
My God,
They're the same. Her intelligence score and her are the same.
So, like,
the daughter of Mayor Bonafonte.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to kill Kawasaki tonight?
I don't know what I want.
it's not simple.
So, you don't want to kill the guy who killed your mom?
I don't know. I just.
Here, let's find Viet and his father and ask them their opinion. If they'd want revenge on the man who killed Viet's father.
I don't know if I want revenge. I just. 1 minute I had everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next, nothing. And I don't know what to do.
Ooh.
Well, I think a good place to start would be by getting rid of the guy who took everything from you. Doesn't mean killing him. It just means taking care of him. In what way you see fit.
I know.
Oh, that's good.
I'm okay. I'm serious
Okay, sorry.
acting. Okay. I know how you Thieves Guild members think, and I don't believe that revenge is the best policy.
Mhm.
I don't think at the end of the day that's going to make me truly happy. I don't know what is going to make me truly happy, but I don't think it's that.
If revenge won't bring that to you, then do you think bringing them back would bring you happiness? Knowing that it's been how many years that they've been dead and how much has changed?
It wouldn't feel right. To your point, they deserve to rest together. They're probably happier wherever they are now.
I don't know. They might have been. Oh, fuck. This really not the right things to say. Here, let's find Viet and Giet.
What the hell?
I'm not.
Really good people. How dare you?
You say
No. I don't.
Yeah, that's the dad's name of Viet.
I didn't mean that they were in hell. I could have meant that they were
You
brutally
could say
murdered
Jet
and
or
have
Viet or
no
Giet.
rest.
Just say his dad was in hell.
Anyways, let's find Viet, his dad, and ask them their
so
opinion
you
on revenge.
walk up and you do see them at the docks, and you get closer, and you hear them like whispering.
Can I hear what they're whispering about?
Can I?
Make a perception check.
Make a perception check. Okay.
Make a
Sorry.
perception check.
Holy fuck! Oh god. 9.
Nah, you
Give
don't
me-
know.
I'm about to blow this bitch out of the water. Let me do math real quick.
I rolled real bad. Single
don't
digits, bro.
23.
You hear they're kind of talking about Tyrannus in the Thieves Court itself, but you don't really know the like background of it. It's just but how do you think he'd react? And then what do you think we should do after that? And stuff like that. And then you walk up and they notice you, and this is, how'd you find us? But yeah, it looks up.
Your mom.
Oh,
Got him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, we're just talking about everything that's going on right now.
Yeah. So, just a few things. Viet, your mom's worried sick.
Okay.
Tyrannus knows that your dad's alive.
Why'd you tell him that?
We might have an opportunity.
Tell him that.
All right. Anyway, go ahead.
Character.
What else? What else? Oh.
I only have like an hour left to make my decision to the devil.
Yes. If you had an opportunity to take revenge on the man who killed your dad, would you yet?
Yes.
Immediately, without hesitation?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, but
Mention the answer.
Same, we'll never know.
I do know that he was slaughtered. So, and yet
Yes.
he kind of just looks. He says, "Yeah, I don't quite remember either."
Insight check.
Okay, roll.
Do I believe him? Oh God. Roll 20. I got 23.
It's so clear that he's like shitting himself. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
Shitting himself as in he does remember, but he's scared?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Like he brushes it off so fast that he's just like,
Needs to be like, are you lying to us or are you lying to yourself? Are you lying to just us
Besides,
about that?
yet, even if you did know, he'd probably kill you.
Yeah.
With the things that I got, no.
Dad's got a point there.
I think you guys are misunderstanding me. Never mind. It's okay. We don't know. We'll figure it out.
Well, anyways, when the roof started caving in of this cave, part of your house got destroyed.
What?
Part of your house got destroyed. I don't know what's
gets
not
up
clear
and
about
he's like,
that.
Okay,
Your wife
we have to go.
and daughter are fine.
Okay, good.
They're packing up their things to go to the surface, though.
And Jade looks at Viet and he's like, hey, listen, you have to go to them now. I'm going to stay here. If they find out that I'm alive,
They already know. Oh,
No, they
no.
don't.
never
If they find
mind.
out that I'm alive right now, I feel that'd be too much for them. I think I need to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah,
Get me?
I told them you were getting. Bye, Rachel.
Oh,
I told them you were
Rachel,
catching
bye.
up with an old friend.
Okay.
So just say that.
Yes.
Can I
The
Viet's like,
Thieves
yeah,
Court.
whatever. Just I gotta go. And he
Okay,
does kind of
bye,
just try
Viet.
to push through you guys to get there. Are you getting the
Bitch,
car?
walk around.
Well, you're on a dock and it's tight spacing, so he has to kind of just inch on through.
Yeah.
Excuse
talk
me,
to the
sorry.
dad?
Yeah,
To the
yeah,
dad.
go ahead. Can you guys try to get Rachel back in here?
Didn't she say? Uh,
I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you like being brought back?
Um, yeah, I don't feel any different than I did when I was alive, but I don't have any drive to kill or like any really negative emotions. But that kind of equals out with the positive ones. I just feel okay, normal, fine.
Player 2DM would Calliope notice that all of the people that got brought back say they want to be a part of the Thieves Guild still, despite their ties to it.
What do you mean?
Every
I don't know.
single revived character has been like, I need to stay near the Thieves Guild, despite however.
I think it's safe to say that you noticed that. Yeah, but you don't really know the connection, so.
Okay, I'm gonna ask. I'm like, why do you want to stay with the Thieves Guild?
I've been with them my whole life. It just feels normal to go back, but again, I can't yet. I just
they're
feel
the reason you are dead, and you want to go back to them.
how do
Oh
you know
right,
that?
guys.
What do you mean? How do I know
Look,
that?
I
I know everything.
just okay. Well, then if you know everything, then you know that I ran the Thieves Guild, right?
Yeah, I did actually know
Right.
that.
Now, do you understand why I'd want to go back?
Yeah, but I also understand why you should not go back.
Exactly. That's why I'm here on the docks, staying away from them right now. You get it? Like, is it
You ch-
connecting for you?
Yeah, but you shouldn't go back.
Sorry,
you choose
it's a
going
little
back to
touchy.
the guild.
I
That
can't. I
killed
know
you.
that's why I'm here. That's why I'm
They
trying to come up with a reason
slaughtered
and
you.
planning.
And
Would you
they
choose?
know you're back.
Would you choose to go back to the
Yeah,
Thieves
thanks to
Guild
who,
for
huh?
being happy with your family?
I didn't know that you ran it when I told them that Viet brought his dad back from the dead. I didn't know who you were.
Look, I don't know what to do. I'm lost, and frankly, I don't know whether it's a good idea to go back to my family or go back to the Thieves Court.
You
I don't
should
know.
go back to your family, bro. Is that even a fucking question?
Yes.
Guys, stop.
Sorry.
Would you choose the Thieves Guild over your being happy with your family?
No. But if I go back to my family and they know that I'm with my family, they could kill my family. You get it?
Your family is escaping to the surface.
Right. And so is the Thieves Court. Can you not see them?
The regime might out the Thieves Court tomorrow.
How do you know that?
Your wife told me.
Okay, we have to stop them.
She said that
No.
What happens?
Kawasaki
Who's
is
Kawasaki?
making the mayor, who apparently killed Calliope's mom.
Shit.
Okay.
It's your
Yeah, a
mother.
lot of.
I knew her very well.
Me too. She's my
A little
mom.
too well.
Yeah. I would assume so. I recognize your family
Right.
name.
Yes. We had
And
something
so.
going on in the old days. Anyway.
Were
Anyway,
you romantically
of
involved with
course, this
Calliope's
was
mom?
before my current relationship, or past. I don't really know where I stand right now. But I do know that we were very close to each other. She helped us with Thieves Court in many ways, so I think it would be best that we work together and try to stop them from making this announcement. The Thieves Court did a lot of good things back when I was around. We may have been thieves, but we also were very helping with the poor. I don't know what this new owner is, but
I
My mother
I
does.
remember that.
My
yeah.
my mother always used to speak highly of the Thieves Court. That was why it was so surprising when they killed her.
I thought it was the regime
What do you
that killed
mean?
her.
What do you mean they killed her?
She's
That's
dead.
that's impossible. Why would anyone try to kill her? There was a strict
I know.
policy that to protect her, really.
No,
Perhaps,
see, I thought the regime killed her. I mean, yeah, killed the mayor.
perhaps it's possible that the regime hired the Thieves Court, but I made sure that,
We hate. Why would anyone from the Thieves Court work with the regime?
I don't know,
All I
perhaps you should
know
ask him.
is that my mother is killed, and then the regime comes to power, and I'm stuck in the Thieves Court.
Something's odd about that.
How did the Thieves Court get you?
Yes, tell me. I'd like to know more, please.
They. Is there specifics that you want about?
So as they killed your family,
I know they killed my family in front of me. Are there
yeah,
specifics or just
the
like
it's literally the big lady that you always see.
Yeah, I know. I know who killed them and like all that jazz and how I got there. Is the
Yeah.
specifics of like how the way they were killed or like
So
where they were killed.
I wanted to re-clarify. I remember writing this out that that something went bad with the regime and the Thieves Court, and they no longer like each other.
Mm-hmm.
You also know that that is the only reason why you stayed with them, and that Kawasaki was the one to post the hit list on your mom. So
Saki
your
from the regime.
relationship with the Thieves Court is iffy because it's like they killed him, but they didn't like aim the barrel. You know what I mean? They just pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Ah, Rachel's back.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, her phone died.
We're getting to an important part too.
Oh, can we take a break?
Yeah, you know what? If we want to take a break, we can do that.
Right on the cusp of political intrigue.
Let's get through this real quick, and then we take a break. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay. So that's pretty much what you understand about it. And do you want to just kind of tell them that as simply as you can?
Yeah, I'll be like, I was in my house, the whole little thing, and then next thing I know, fuck, what's the monkey lady's name?
Kawasaki?
No.
Oh.
She's a bigger. I think right now you just know her as the butler.
The butler?
Yeah.
She was
Okay.
the big monkey.
Did her name start with like an
Oh,
L?
it's Luke. That's what it is. Sorry. Yeah. She introduced herself as Luke to you guys, and yeah.
And then next thing I know, Luke had killed both of my parents. I don't know why she didn't kill me. I kind of wish she did, but she took me with her to the Thieves Court. And I've been working with them since.
More like working for. I don't imagine you like working with them. But I'm sorry. This would have never happened under my control.
I know. My mother
I
also.
don't trust what the Thieves Guild has become, and I don't like the regime.
So probably best that I get back in place, huh?
Yeah,
You're right. We gotta come up with a plan to take over.
we do. It might have to be a long haul plan.
I don't know if we have enough time.
There's still the issue. I still haven't made a deal with the devil.
Yeah. It's getting
does that have
close.
to come?
It's like 11:30ish right now. Yeah. It's just
Wait
all right.
until midnight?
Meet me in the
That's
morning at 5 a.m. I'll
yeah.
have a plan together, right?
Hmm.
For
Okay.
now, I'm gonna go find the local tavern, Sam somewhere else,
Okay.
and stay there.
Okay, wait. Let me let you in on some details. Okay, I'm meeting with Tyronis tomorrow night. Okay,
Okay.
and we're gonna talk about our little bird friend and that
Okay.
city that they're from.
I'll look at her and be like, "Are you really gonna invade her city?"
I I'd invade.
This is, from what I understand, she's the one who makes the machinery here, right?
Yeah.
That might still be a good option. I'm not sure. Now, what's the
See,
relationship we have
I
between her?
I think the more peaceful the relationship is, the better it will go.
What if
I
they
don't
don't
think
offer their services?
we'll convince them.
How?
I don't know. There's a plethora of
It's
ways of
complicated
convincing
with these kind
people.
of things. Listen, I've
One of their
I haven't
smartest
dealt
is
with
your ally.
other people in a very long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, we
However,
literally have one of them as
yeah,
as our ally. We
right.
literally have Raven. They can
If
help convince the whole city to help
how about
And if
this?
not,
us.
If they do accept a good, reasonable negotiation, then fine. And I mean reasonable as in they give their services for free.
It's either that or get invaded because that's what Tyronus wants. I think.
That's what she wants. Well, um, I'll go a little bit nicer then. I don't want to be too rude to our new friend, right? So we will offer them our own services as well regarding
Mm-hmm.
magic and whatever we have. I'm not sure we go past their skill levels, but I do know that we do have good magicians here
Yes.
that can help.
And
we have
there's
we have an army.
We'll trade.
an
We'll trade with
Friends.
what little we have. We just can't afford to give them gold.
um right. And so there's this job posting that Tyronus kind of wants me to take. It's for escorting slash assassinating a certain person for a specific meeting that I think has something to do with the regime.
Perhaps we should take out both. Just take over completely. But I don't know. That's too much.
I mean, now we're talking.
No.
No.
I need to find
Okay,
somebody
but
reliable, someone like your family, and he looks at you, Calliope.
I am reliable.
Alright, how long have I known you?
I have
Hmm.
saved your son countless times. Just so you
Yes.
know. But we're
He also
getting
says you're an asshole and you don't like to talk. Anyway.
Yeah, bitch.
Yes, talk. What did he say about me?
He says you're a very fine woman and you're trustworthy. He talked about you a
him.
lot. I don't really want to go into detail about it. It's kind of weird.
I literally saved his life
Yeah, like
after his arm got bitten off.
That is
Yeah,
true, and he
you roll
does
it.
thank you for that.
But
But
did
he.
you roll a nat 20 on your prettiness? I think you're fucking up.
But the treatment afterwards, he said, wasn't so pleasant, and he doesn't pick you as someone who likes politics. You seem to be more driven by power. And that sure is good,
Isn't
but
politics exactly that?
no.
But anyways, my point still stands. The regime sucks, and I don't trust the Thieves Guild, and I think there needs to be total upheaval of both.
If you could find somebody to take place in the political aspects, that'd be great. And then we'll start talking more details. Tonight I'm going
Well, her
to.
mom can come back. We can get her mom back.
That'd
I'm
be
not.
great. If you
I
bring her
No.
back, that solves a lot on our plate.
don't.
Persephone, not Persephone. Calliope, please. I, it's been a long time since I even got in contact. Even when I was alive, I had so little. It'd be great to have something going on between us again.
I know I said what I said about the dead should stay dead, but based on what Giet has said, maybe I was wrong.
I can't make any promises right now.
Very well.
You could change the world with her.
Yes.
You could help change everything,
You
but
could fix
that's
all of
fine.
this. Now, I don't know what this deal is
Alright.
of how you can do it, but I do know that it could be worthy. Now, if you excuse me, I really have to get to finding old things and figuring out a new plan of
We'll meet you back
supporting
here at like dawn.
5. When the
Dawn.
sun sets, yes. Dawn. Whatever. I have to
Sun
go.
rises, dude. Fuck,
Sun
bro.
rises, yes, right. I'm sorry. Whatever. I have to poop. Out of character.
Ew.
So
No,
so
Giet said I have to poop.
I have to poop. So we'll take a quick break. Anything you wanted to do while I'm looking at Raven? Anything you want to do right now? We're on a break for Eileen and you, but Raven, you have a moment to yourself with Sparrow, and Sparrow is going to come up to you, and he's like, "Hey, Raven, I feel a little uneasy here. I haven't seen Viet since we last slept here, and I didn't really get contact with anyone else. What's going on?"
Sparrow, it's just been you and I.
You've seen off the
And
whole
the
time.
people, the ones who have taken us in. I never. You've kind of known, but we can't truly trust them. I'm working on something,
Okay.
and I need you to go along with it.
Yeah, no, I
And I'm
listen.
not.
I don't. You don't need to tell me any more than you already know. I worry about you, and I trust you.
Sparrow. Sparrow. You're like. You're like. You're like my son. More than that. You're more than that. And I. Yeah, and I trust you. I trust you with my life, and what I mean with that is, I put my life in front of yours, and what I'm saying here now is, that's why I can't tell you everything.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, that's why I can't tell you everything that I'm doing,
I
because
understand.
okay, good, but just know that we come first. We come first. Our
Okay,
home, who we are, it comes first. And I'd do anything to keep them safe, including you. You come
yes.
before the whole damn city, even before science. Okay, because yeah,
Even
because
before science.
even before science. I know that's me saying that.
Okay, please don't flatter me. I'm a little embarrassed. And he's blushing hardcore.
Okay, just all that I need you to do is that if I say to fly away as fast as you can, I need you to listen. And I need you to go. You can trust Calliope, and you can even trust Izia. Okay, but
Okay,
no one else except
no one
anyone from
else.
our home. No one else.
All right, I understand. Thank you.
I'm working on something, and it might get me killed,
Okay,
but I don't care.
I respect that. If you need help working on it or keeping it hidden, I can help in any way. And with that, you have advantage on all of your intelligence scores, because he's helping you, regarding your constructs, if you will.
Cool. Cool. Yowza. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, and we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna get right into those meetings with the devil. Okay.
Cool. All right. Brilliant.
All right, we'll
I'm
be
going to
back
turn off my video chat.
in at like 10:10 or 10:08 or something. I don't know, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We'll be back. All right. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a moment. Okay.
You remember the other day I said I wouldn't mind getting I told him to end yesterday, and he was like, why would you just file these 2 red flags? My frat so
Tara! Can anybody hear me? Oh, fuck.
She was like, he's not even that cute. She's like,
Eileen, your mic is on.
and I'm like, listen, I'm lonely and see someone creepy.
Eileen.
Yeah, Rachel?
Eileen,
Yeah, Rachel?
your mic is on.
I know.
The whole stream can hear it.
Oh, fuck.
Mute yourself, woman.
Wow, this is embarrassing. Okay. Fine, guys. Don't be like, hey, Eve.
Hey.
Hey! What's up?
Soy presente.
Oh, fuck. This.
What?
I didn't
What?
even realize.
Man.
How was your lore bit?
My what?
Lore.
Oh, it was great. It was totally, absolutely productive. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Oh, man. So, fun fact. Meth. Fun fact, my character is about to break bad. Perhaps. I'm
Is
so
your
excited.
character making meth?
No. That would actually be pretty awesome, though, if my character was making drugs.
Yeah.
Hahaha. Anyways.
Character about to, like, lose her shit? What's happening?
No, I'm currently making a waffle right now in my toaster. That's what's happening. It's pretty sick. Ugh, bro. I wish I lived in Madrid. And that I was Spanish. And not American.
Are you high right now?
No! I'm looking at pictures.
Okay.
I swear, I'm seriously looking at pictures.
Okay.
You're just slipping around. I don't know.
Smoke. She can't smoke because she's in the Navy. It's lame.
Loser.
Right?
Yeah, see, I wish I lived in Spain. That's what I'm saying. Boop. Anyways. Excuse me. That's what happens when you own an iPad. They show you all of the past photos you've taken from your entire life of owning an Apple, etc. I know.
I hope viewers are so very entertained by this wonderful thing of just us sitting here on break.
Yeah, but off the record though, if I could, I would be smoking. But I can't.
That's great.
Okay, so are we really about to overthrow the regime and the Thieves Guild?
Honestly, sounds pretty dope.
Honestly, yeah. And you know what's really funny?
What?
And this has all been one day. The last like 3 sessions have been over the course of like 2 days.
Yeah.
We live a fast-paced environment.
I love the way you were like, I don't think you should bring back the dead. I think the dead are dead. And then you went, psych.
Yeah, I know. Well, my patron was like, try to convince her, and I was like, you want me to convince her to do the exact opposite of everything I've been telling her. Um, but honestly, bringing your mom back as like the political figure might be like what makes it work. I don't know.
Yeah.
People liked her.
Yeah. People like me though.
Yeah. The political figure could be you. Who better to lead than someone who was formerly oppressed?
Right.
Listen, I really have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm honestly just flying. I'm just on a whim right now, bro. Daisia does not know what she's doing.
She has no idea what's going on. She's just constantly being like thrown around and are like, yes.
I know. No, everyone's like, I want you to do this. I think you should do this. And she's like, well, damn, bitch. Also super fucking confused about that whole escort / assassination. Because, like, I could escort him to the location, but then assassinate him. And get booked.
I'm not gonna lie, I could go to bed right now.
You good?
Absolutely. I finished an entire bottle of wine over the past 3 hours. I could go to bed.
That's on you, bro.
So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. How many more times in my life am I gonna be able to enjoy a bottle of wine? We're probably about to go to war, so I don't give a shit.
Why? If we're not gonna go to war.
I think we might be going to war.
I know.
I think we are probably most definitely abso-fucking-lutely going to war, so...
With Russia?
What a bad time for all the people using the military for free college.
It's either Russia or China. It's one or the other. It's gonna happen.
Definitely Russia.
Do you think we're witnessing the fall of the American Empire?
Not while I'm alive.
Maybe
Because it's kind of my job.
maybe it'll be like a Cold War type thing where it's one of those wars where we just
Maybe.
but we don't actually send troops.
No, I think a lot of people are gonna get fucked up. And we might be some of those people, but which is why I'm drinking. Because I'm enjoying it. I'm also not doing that. I'm just drinking because I enjoy drinking and I like drinking wine. But talk to me when I'm sober about this. If I give a drunk opinion, it's not a good opinion. Not gonna lie.
Okay, what's happening?
Opinion.
We're just talking about the inevitability of death. The inevitability.
Nice.
We're talking
That's
about
cute.
We're talking about the military and politics, which seems to be me and Rachel's fortes.
You know, clapping
How
on
is
that
it your
topic.
forte? I'm not saying that
Whose
in a
dream
way.
do we
I'm
to
not
start
saying
on?
that in a degrading way. I'm curious. How is
Who
that your
wants to go
forte?
to sleep first?
You want to study international politics?
Yeah. Well, not international politics. I'm an interdisciplinary studies major. I want to do political communications.
Okay.
Where's Eileen?
Okay.
Is she here?
I'm here.
Are we talking like you want to do intel,
I've been
or do
here.
you want to like do something
Disciplinary
else?
Studies at American, which is the college I'm going to go to, is a program called CLEG. So it's Communications, Legal Studies, Economics, and Government.
You're
Do you
going
want
to
to become a
American?
foreign service officer?
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Do you want to become a foreign service officer?
No.
Do you want to work for the CIA?
Ooh, that would be dope as hell.
That means no more drugs, bro.
Yeah, that's why
I can live without drugs.
Ideally,
So can you.
my big goal in life is to be the guy on election day who like is in charge of the map.
Cool.
John King. I want to be John King, where he's like, and oh, Virginia turns blue. That's what I want to do.
Be more confident on the ones that are like your side. Oh god, that one turned red.
I want to be the person who puts warheads on foreheads.
Yeah.
Untact.
Well, I would like to say, whose dream or who's going to sleep first?
What?
Who's going to have this encounter first? Raven? Or
No, I'd be working
Calliope.
until dawn. You're working my little tail feather off. Little tail feather off.
For the time being, you both kind of like pass out, but we're gonna start with Calliope. Calliope, you fall asleep on the docks, and
Wait, why?
you'll see.
Because
And
there's stables
you're
there.
sitting in a what would you consider to be like your paradise?
Probably my family's living room. Like
Yeah,
exactly.
you're sitting
before.
in this like kind of like a study hall area, and it's got a fireplace, a beautiful red and like yellow carpet, and these fancy chairs and a nice little coffee table. And you sitting there and you see somebody kind of come up behind you And he says, Calliope. Now, did you make your decision? Or would you like to talk a bit more? Would you like to make a new deal?
Made a decision.
Oh.
I'd like to make a new deal.
Okay. Intriguing.
I don't know the best way to word this, prefacing.
You better word it right.
I know, that's the issue. I want to be the perfect successor to my mother as governor. I want to be like the perfect mayor governor. I forgot her title. Like I want to be adored. I want all of my policies to be perfect. I want to know everything about political sphere. I want to be able to interact with people and they love me and I'm able to do all these things. I'm able to work with different agencies. I am able to perfectly run a city.
Interesting. That's a new turn. Well, I suppose I could make it happen. Give you all the detailed information and what you would need to do. And that's your final decision.
Yes, to specify. I want to be able to like know everything like politics wise. I want to be
Everything.
extremely.
Oh, okay. Well, come here. And he
There's
like,
more.
okay.
There's more.
Oh, interesting. Yes, go ahead and tell your demands.
I want to be incredibly charismatic, and I want
Mm-hmm.
them to adore me. And as my final term, I want no one to know that this offer was made.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'll do the same deal as Daisia. You can have my soul when I die.
Good. That was the deal. Either way. Um, yes. Well, I have the hiccups. No. Well, that can all be well done, said and done, but I need you to make your final vows. And he sits down in his chair, and it kind of gets like higher, and it turns into a throne. He says, "Kneel before me," and the whole room changes, and you're in this dark abyss for a moment, and then just flames show up, and these demons are like crawling around. He says, "Are you really sure you want this deal?"
My
And
God.
you just hear screams and screams. He says, "I know you're desperate, so I know you have no other choice.
Not desperate, but okay.
Kneel before me, and I'll give you everything you want, throne and all." Then he smiles with that unnatural smile, and it almost reaches his eyes.
Will I be able to call on you for help
Of
later on?
course. Yeah, I have many minions out there. Anyone who has the sigil or has something similar and made a deal with me in the past will all receive the word to be under your control. But you have to understand the full extent of that. And so he just shows you, he's, as you, like, sit there, you're at, like, almost like a hall, like a big, bridge. And it's a bridge over just depths of fire and lava. And you see these, like, dragon-like things fly around and, like, and these other demons just burning down there. But they're, like, fleshy, but they're not dying. Like, they just keep burning. And he says, "I want you to understand that if you have full control, you're going to get it not as bad as them, but almost you'll be doing the punishments." You'll become one of them yourself. And he at the snap of his fingers, two of these demons appear, and they have like these straps and like these whips and chains all around them, and they look like chain devils essentially. If you know what that looks like in D&D, yeah, they look like that, but they're just humans. And he says they made the same offer. They once wanted political power or even just control over others, and now they have it here. How do you feel
Do you have like a secretary department I could work under?
about that? This is secretary department. And he looks at you dead in the eyes. You make this offer, you'll have it better than the others. You don't make this offer, you die right there.
Oh my god.
Not okay. No, I will tell you. Like you won't actually lose your characters immediately. You'll just go through an encounter.
Ooh,
Mm.
boo.
Like you will have to fight it.
Could I try to negotiate a better deal without having to fight? Because I know, like, Ditzy
This
over
is
there.
like the bomb deal. Like this is like you're not gonna burn down there like the minions. You're gonna be one of my men.
I can't get it better than this.
Not really. Like
Yeah, and
you'll be
also,
doing the punishment. Oh shit. Go ahead.
yeah, Daisia didn't say anything about her deal.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, deal.
Good.
So
I'm
is this
always
your
glad
like
to have a
army
member of the
now?
team. Well, who?
Are these chain devils?
Oh yeah, these are his past. So they essentially make a deal, and they kind of go through the same kind of initiation, where as soon as they die, they become something different completely.
Okay.
Similar
Is
to the
that what's
deal that
gonna
you
happen to
made,
us?
you are like I don't know if you kind of said it with them in the room, so I can kind of share this, right?
I mean,
You pretty
yeah.
much was like you'll be the devil's champion, like his fight.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
I did say that.
Mhm.
I
He
had some
showed
mighty
her
big
a lot
words.
more in depth, but like, who says that's even real? This is all in his head right now.
Um, whose head?
Uh, Calliope's head.
What?
Yeah, like you're sleeping. In real life, you're sleeping. Daise, you see her fall asleep, and you cannot wake
Oh
her up.
shit.
Yeah,
I'll make sure she's like still alive.
yeah, she's got a
You
heartbeat.
know,
It's kind of
pulse and
growing
everything.
faint as like this half an hour keeps going. Like it's kind of growing faint, but let's go back to what she's doing.
Hmm.
So, do you make this deal with him, right?
Yeah, but can I not have a sigil but have like cool eye color?
A cool eye color? Well, it depends. Sigils are usually my thing, but you could
No,
place it
I know.
somewhere
So
else.
like subtle.
Something more subtle. And you think an eye color is going to be subtle. You wake up and you have a
Have weird.
red eye.
My eyes are gray. It's already not subtle.
Okay, so you have one gray eye and one red eye. Does that sound odd to you?
What about two like yellow eyes? But like a fiery yellow.
Look, I don't care. Go ahead. And he does, but he's kind of giving you a glimpse. So the way these look is like your pupils themselves. They have like the kind of like the period, like the dot, and then like the comma, but it's like your it's like on your right eye itself, and then your other one is just yellow. Both your eyes are yellow, but this one has a sigil on it, and you can kind of make that go away when you want.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's
But it does have conditions which I'll meet later. That's it.
okay. Yeah. Do I get an increased like charisma score?
Yes. So with that, and when it's only when it's apparent and when you want it to be activated, um, you gain a. What's your current charisma score?
+3, 17.
Okay. What is it?
+3, 17.
I'm gonna put it at 18. But does that give you another +1?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so you're fine. +4 is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're gonna have advantage on those rolls all the time. So just note that with your sigil activated, you will have advantage on all charisma saves
Okay.
and throws. This persuasion that goes for all the skills. Um,
And I want this in the way that I originally had it written in my character, that people are absolutely enamored with me when I walk into a room.
there you
Okay?
go. There you go.
Cool.
Just know that you will have to make charisma saves to do that. But there will be advantage. Nobody knows what these sigils even mean. So they could just be like, oh, she's just got a weird fucking eye.
Could be a family thing.
Yeah. No one knows your family. And now with that, you wake up.
Yep.
And we're gonna switch to Raven. You fall asleep at your workshop, Raven. Are you there, Rachel? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And
there.
Sparrow's kind of holding you, like just trying to make sure you're okay. But you are. What is your paradise, Raven?
My paradise?
Yeah. Like, what is your ideal of greatness? Like, good and just something you love.
I would say I'm in a lab, but it's open windows, golden sunlight pouring in, and I'm in my city, but it's peaceful and
You're
it's
at
quiet.
your house actually.
Okay.
You have all of your things, and you have a balcony that does replicate that. Um, and you're looking at the balcony, and you see this horned figure. Obviously, you know who that is right away, and you walk towards it, and it turns around and says, no, it doesn't even turn around. It just says, "There's this beautiful view, isn't it?" And this is happening at the same time as her encounter.
Okay. I would say it's perfect.
Yes, yes. And wouldn't you want to come back with every bit of knowledge and detail and security and safety?
Maybe.
So what say you?
So, like, one thing to note is during this encounter, my voice, it's not as hesitant, it's not as nasally, it's more confident and calm.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, what was your last question?
So what do you say? Would you like full knowledge of your world, of your studies? Would you like to know everything that's going on and all the things, all the curses, all the magic killing happening, and every bit of detail about Dogma's history? It would be such a great help.
Do you know that they say that true wisdom comes with accepting that you indeed might know nothing, but more so that you know that things need to change.
Right. And the best way to change them is through knowing.
Perhaps.
Knowing how to deal with the situations. Knowing when and how they occurred. And knowing how to stop it. For example, let me show you future indefinite. And he like snaps his fingers, and your roof just immediately torn off. The city itself is burning, and there is just Thieves Court boats at the shore of it, firing off these cannons that you created. And you even note to see that one of your own deadliest creations are there, and it's
My,
just tearing through the mountain itself.
I'm sorry, what happened? My phone
Some
died.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm sorry.
So, you're looking out through the balcony, and you just see as your roof is torn open, um, and you see at the shore of the water, you see the Thieves Court boats, and they are much more stronger than they were originally. And it seems some time has passed. Like there are new buildings, however, they're being quickly dismantled and destroyed. There are some like cannons that are trying to protect your city, but they are quickly dismembered by, it seems like just random figures are just jumping on the roofs and just destroying things. The building itself is starting to burn, and all the other buildings around you are just crumbling as they are being torn down by these cannons. And you note one of the biggest ships has something of your creation that you haven't fully built, and it's tearing through the mountain itself.
I don't know if you're feeding on my fears or if you're actually showing me the future.
And he snaps again. He says, well, that's okay, but just know that this can happen without my help.
And what would you do to change this?
Well, for the first, I would take down the Thieves Court completely, rebuild it. I would have you take action from there. I would have you build everything in your power. I would have you do your own studies. To tell you the truth, I cannot stop this directly. You would have to do that. You would have to take control with the knowledge that I give you. And you would be the one to save your own people. Simple as that. Wouldn't it be great to be known as a hero? Wouldn't it be great to have another land to control? Or to
See, that's
work
the
with
thing about
even.
me. That's the thing about
I
me. I
understand
don't.
that you don't want to control them. Now, forgive me for my wording, but wouldn't you rather them work with you and not against you? Currently, with the things going on right now, they don't have exactly that drive to make friends.
Anyone who wants to see my people dead, I want them to suffer.
And as you can see, the Thieves Court wants them dead. Wouldn't you rather solve this with a peaceful resolution before anything happens? Of course, you need
No.
my. Huh?
If what you show me is true, and ironically, it goes with what I believe might occur, what I've been preparing for, I don't want peace. I want them gone. I want to eliminate them from the equation. I want revenge, maybe, but I just want to keep my people safe.
Would you like to see a future of Sparrow? And where he lies in all of this?
How can you show me that?
I'm the devil. And he just smirks.
Fine.
And instead of just snapping his fingers, he opens a door and he asks you to come in. And I guess you follow?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah, so and you walk in and it's actually the Thieves Court like main hall where you guys had that large meeting with 3 random people, and you see Sparrow in the middle being like chained up, and he's beaten, bloodied, and he looks pretty much dead. And all of the meeting people are just standing there looking at him. And it's like a frozen in time kind of scenario. This is while that occurrence is happening. Would you like to know where you are? In this future? Good. Anyway, if you don't make this deal, things could go wrong. If you do, you'll know all the things you need to know to stop it.
So you want my soul.
Of course. I
Now you
promise
know I
you,
am.
I can give you a good positioning just like the others.
So then you know that I'm learned and I'm aware of the plans and the dimensions that you control. What if I gave you my soul but you allowed me to be a messenger per se. Allowed me to travel between dimensions.
Interesting.
I'm curious if you'll make that.
And why would you want this over knowledge? Or would you
Because
want both? Is that the truth? Do you want both? Because I can do both, it's just that you're going to have to shorten your lifespan by 10 years.
as long as I can keep my city safe, I don't care if I live for just one more day.
Good. Would you like to know when you would die?
I nod my head. I nod my head, yes.
You have 5 years. Are you sure you want to make this a deal?
When I die and my soul is yours, what will I do?
He snaps and he brings you to this similar kind of state where you're in abyss for a moment, and he reveals hell itself to you, and you see these dragons are, instead of flying around, they're kind of kneeled beside him, and his throne has enough space to kind of have them at their side, and he says, "I would have you responsible for bringing others here, like the Grim Reaper. Only you would be hunting them down and taking them."
God damn it, that sounds cool. I want to do that.
I understand
If
you
I
like
was your
knowledge. You get plenty of it.
Hmm.
Especially with knowing how things end for many people. Of course,
if,
you would only know the things of
Hmm.
people who make deals with me, but that's good enough, isn't it?
if I was your if I was your keeper,
Reaper.
would I still have your reaper? Would I still have the ability to roam and to keep my people safe?
I suppose so, but not in the ways you'd like it. You'll have to set them up before you pass. You have to set them up in a promising and strong fortification that keeps them thriving. If they
All
were to
that I
fail
ask.
as the
Ooh.
Reaper, you may
Mm-mm.
shorten someone's life expectancy as long as they do a task for you. So you could likely convince them to guide your people, but we'll talk about that when you make the deal.
All that I ask is the ability to ensure that my people have a chance, and that if anybody tries to get in the way of that,
And I'm sure knowledge will bring
I.
that to you.
Mm,
I can't control the outcomes of other lives, only the ones that make deals with me.
mm. Okay.
Unfortunately, there are limits to my powers. That is why I seek souls. You understand why it's so important to bring them to me?
Yes. No, I did.
Don't
I
you
mean,
agree that I'm doing a
makes
good cause by making these deals?
well, it makes sense, but well, it's rational. But my main question is, will I be able to travel between planes?
Of course, in these 5 years, yes. And when you're the Reaper itself, you could definitely travel in planes as long as it's within reason.
And as your Reaper, I'll be chained to you, but will I still be able to leave?
For
Even though you
sure,
may
but you'll
call me
still have
back and
to. Indeed, yes, yes. I have many demons out there. Many minions that are working behind the scenes. And I'm sure you'll see them someday.
and I'll learn these, and I'll learn this knowledge of the universe
Of course.
and the ability to hop between planes.
Yes. More like through my sigil you'll be able to use it, but yes.
Then I kind of like nod my head, and I say,
Okay.
"Fine, fine."
Good. That wide smirk appears on his face once more, and he asks you to kneel before him as he points down to his knees. with his long and pointy finger. His nails are almost decayed and black. And you kneel
What does
before
he
him.
do?
You have to kneel before him.
Oh, can I kneel as a bird with my little bird legs? Can I kneel, or do I have to kind of like go?
I would
Like you
say
like
you
bird.
do kneel, like you do have bones that can kneel, but it's a little awkward. It's a little weird.
Okay, fine, then I'll do it.
Yeah, and he touches, he kind of touches your head and just holds it, and you feel this mark grow on your side, and then you just wake up, as if you closed your eyes and you woke up. It's now 1 a.m. and it's been quite a long time. You sit up in your bed, and uh, and you feel that that sigil just burning on your neck, and you get glimpses of different images. But the first thing you definitely feel is that you can feel the spiritual realm as well as the physical realm. And I'll tell you right now that what you have to write is that you can travel through planes, but you can only do it two to no, I'll give you 4 times a day. So you can go back. So it'd be like if you go to one planet, you can go back, but that uses up 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And now we're gonna start here. So you're going through the images of different people. First, you start out as like a caveman, and he's just hunting, and he's human, completely human, and he's got a bow and arrow, and he's like ready aiming at this deer, and he shoots it, but then it just quickly goes into the mind of a soldier, like a Spartan kind of like, and it just shoots into his neck, and he falls to the ground, and you watch as these trebuchets just take down large towers and then other places, and then you just snap into somebody else's mind, and you're a young boy. Um, you have you're looking into this mirror, and you have this reddish hair, and you're what you know to be your mom, because you are that person for this moment. She is like kind of getting you ready. Like she puts on a shirt for you, and she says, "Are you ready? You gotta go to school now." And it quickly zaps through his whole day, and he's at school, and he's got this wand, and it looks kind of vaguely familiar, as if you've seen it before. And I would say it looks like the one that you saw in the tower that the guy was carrying, and he's reading a book, and he's casting like random spells, like levitations and stuff like that. And then it zaps through his mind again, but this time he's much older. He looks to be like in his teens, and he's running away from. And he looks behind him, and he sees these guards with swords. They're just ready, and they're trying to chop at him. And as it swings, he goes and flings his wand, and this guard with heavy silver armor, and he's riding on a horse, just flings into the air, and it goes again, and this time you are a king, and you're at
What?
a yeah, you're somebody else. You're completely
Okay.
somebody else now. You're a king, and you're standing there, and you're presented with this peasant woman that you saw before to be that boy's mother, and he's like, "What do you have to say about your boy before I sentence you to death?" And she says, "It wasn't his fault. It's not his fault." And then immediately guards start pulling him back as he waves his hand. Um, and you clip to the scene where his mother is being basically uh, hung, and he's in the crowd, and suddenly you hear this scream, and just magic shoots off. And people are being flung and zapped and just completely destroyed. Um, his mother is like right on the verge of being killed, and then it happens. And it's too late for him, but he's still going on a rage. Some guards try to pick him up and like restrain him. He still has his wand in his hand. He hits the guard. He gets out of it, and something happens, and then you go back into the to that adult mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he is at his study and he's reading this book, and it's pretty much like a spell for immortality. And then he looks up and you see these children, and this book pretty much says that he has to eat them. And he has to take their
Oh.
souls and continue living through them. And you don't even see that scene, but you do know that that's what he was contemplating at the time. And that happens, and then he's sitting at this tower for years, and then a woman comes to his door one day, and at first he's like, perhaps I should take her soul too, but then he starts to fall in love with her. He has a family, he grows up, and he has a kid. He names that kid the same name that, I don't remember the old man's name that you had in the tower, but he grows up to look similar to him, and later you find out that that is him. The kid that you met, or no, the grown old man that you met on that other planet, that's his son. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Wait, you mean in the tower on the other planet?
Yes.
No, Raven wouldn't know that though.
No,
Yeah.
but she wouldn't. But she's connecting those dots slowly.
Would she know? Because technically, Daisia is one of the people that made a choice, so she knows all the shit you know now.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
we're getting there. We're getting there. So, he ends up deciding that having a family has been good, but he can't keep them. So he tries to kill them, but obviously something goes wrong. The son fights him off. He's about a teenager, and because he's been teaching him magic his whole life, he's fending him off pretty well. And finally, he kills the mother, but he's at the point of his son, and he can't do it. And so he stops, and he leaves the tower, and he goes to the local city. And it is a full-on beautiful city, and it's got like full-on like cars and like these different flying ships and stuff. And it took him about a day's travel to get to the city, but he makes it there, and you clip through his head again. Like, it's a couple years later. He's not aging at all. And something, he's going through this like these like political things where he's trying to essentially make a statement that he is leadership in a sort, because he's so powerful and he can just take over whatever he wants. And he's like at this politician's house trying to tell him like, no, you have to do what I say or I'll kill you and your family. And he does for a while, for about a year or two. And one day the politician says, nah, that's it. And he tries to fight back. He kills the politician's family, but that doesn't really do anything for him. Like, he just ends up killing that whole family, and he just keeps trying that over and over again. And eventually, a couple more years pass by as he's just continuously doing this, and he's redoing that same ritual where he has to pretty much take the lives of children to keep himself whole, like as a new thing. And the first ever like ship is made, and he's decided, okay, I'm gonna go and conquer another world. This one sucks. His son catches on to him finally after all these years, and they go out in a brawl, and it's like it's such a massive scaled battle that they've leveled out the city at some point, and it's just like, damn, just keep going, and just magic's being tossed around, and it's really hard to even capture anything, but this is what you're going on through your head as all of these sudden memories are going into you. And you realize that the only reason why that world was the way it was is because that son destroyed it on accident by trying to cast all these different spells and using all these different magic items. And it's stayed like that, like in a really low state for a long time because of him, and he feels guilty, so he just returns to the tower in isolation. The only people he has in contact with is the dryads, and that's how he forms a relationship with one of them. And you see that through that. but the outcome of the fight with his father was never resolved. Uh, his he ends up finding a way off planet, and he ends up going into this new space like station. And he's just working as like not really a magician, but like a steampunk kind of workshop guy, and he lives off another 25 years of just doing that, and he's just laying low again, and he's gathering knowledge of physical science, like mechanics and all that stuff, rather than magic, and he learns to combine the two, and he learns that with things like heavily magical, powerful creatures like dragons, he can essentially harness that power and use it to make himself more powerful. And he does travel to your planet for the first time. And he finds a dragon, but what happens is he's introduced to the first locals that are also hunting another dragon. And he gets in a tussle with them and the dragon combined, and he's taken down, but he casts this spell on him that doesn't let his body decay or die. Especially with these immortality spells he's been doing all this time, he can't die. So what ends up happening is this dragon slayer people, they are human. They are human. By the way, I just want to make that clear. They are also human. They end up slicing him into pieces and storing his body in these glass containers. And you watch as now the dragon slayers themselves, and they end up taking the dragon's parts, and they end up selling them, doing all this various stuff. But it's not uncommon knowledge that there are a lot of dragons here in this mountain area that he was hunting in. It's really hard to go through this all at once. Just saying. So thank you for bearing with me for a moment. And so his body is pretty much separated into these containers. They're not bleeding. They're not dying off or even rotting, and they end up staying for hundreds of years. But his son, who was still kind of hunting him down, figures out a way to also get off the planet, gets there, blah blah blah. This whole family shit going on, and he decides the best way to pretty much keep his father from coming back together is to just erase everyone's memories and turn them all into something completely different, and keep them from changing into like from like gathering enough information to get smarter and build ships, or like even build cars. So they're stuck at a state of just an endless loop of every 50 years cities are destroyed, things are overrun with demons, and things are being completely decimated. And he ends up trying to stay here and just keep things like that for a couple hundred years, but he just decides he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to stay there, so he splits himself into two, and he goes and he keeps the negative part of him here, while he stays on the original planet while he's mortal, and he just stays normal. And as he did that, he died off in your planet, and he died off in the other one. And it gets really complicated. Give me a second. I gotta put these together. But right now, what do you guys gather from that?
What the fuck?
Yes.
What's going on?
Okay. So what do you understand right now, Eileen? Because you tend to lose track of everything.
Seriously speaking, Eileen didn't see this shit.
I kept zoning out, but
Yeah.
someone's dad.
I wrote this all down, man.
The old magician guy was somebody's son, like the devil's son or whatever.
No. Not the devil's son. It's just a magician's son.
Just the magician's son. Okay. And he's the one that gave me my little hand tattoo, right?
Not as far as you know yet. So okay, the way I'm explaining this is that
can I get my recap? I wrote this all down.
Yeah, do that.
So
There was a boy with a. Oh, I'm sorry. You give me a reason.
there's a boy with red hair. He was
Yes, reddish
born
hair.
and he was learning magic. Um, and he grew up learning all these different things. He ended up going to dark magic and trying to gain immortality and get revenge for his mother. Obviously, with immortality, he lost interest in gaining revenge because they already had passed away. They passed away from natural causes. Um, I didn't really specify on that because I was trying to get things. But he ended up um, leaving the actual city and going into isolation into a tower. A woman comes across him, and they end up making a family and falling in love. He has a son. The father himself decides it's best to get rid of his family and move on because he's not growing older as the son and his mother are. Yeah. So he's like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to be depressed, so I'm just gonna kill you, and that'll solve all my issues.
Yeah.
His son and him get up into a fight, and it goes beyond what they expected. Cities are destroyed. Major parts of the place is kind of gone, and his son loses the fight but doesn't die. Kind of like the same scenario as he couldn't kill him. The father gets off world. The father decides he's going to go to a new planet and try to conquer that one and try to harness as much power as he can in order to gain more control. It seems that he has like an issue with control, like he doesn't like not knowing. His son finds a way to him. His son tries to encounter him again, but as he's facing off, he learns his father was killed, or not killed, but like dismembered essentially and sealed away. He tries to keep him sealed by erasing the memories of all of the people on that planet and changing them into beast-like people. Like yes,
Oh my fuck.
like rats, like werewolves, or like this or that. It tries to keep them like not smart enough to gain sentience, and it stays like that for the time that he's there until he leaves. And he essentially tries to split himself into two, but his body, it grows old and it dies. So because he's absent and he's not there, his magic starts to fade. They start to gain sentience. They start to become more human-like as they originally were. The curse starts to go away. And as they gain sentience, they make cities that 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 led to the one that you currently lived in.
Shit.
And
That's
years later,
crazy.
you and your crew were born. You guys were introduced to each other, and you went on that mission. You left planet. You saw all of that, and that, as far as Rachel, I think that's the easiest way I can explain it without going on a tangent of details, because I don't think it's just worth it going through all that stuff.
What
Is
the
it?
fuck?
I mean,
Lore dump.
yeah, I mean, I wanted to lore
Holy
dump, but I'm not good at coming up with all that in my head. So,
That's cool.
That's
so basically,
insane.
there are a lot of things going on, and the father, he is essentially brought back together by his like energy itself has changed the thoughts of others around him, and he was able to form with the sentient beings. He was able to form like a possession almost to pretty much get his body's parts back together. And when that happened, he decided, okay, now I can finally go back to taking over this world. Instead of fighting a dragon, which most of them died off, he finds an egg. And that egg, he is going to plan to essentially use its energy to take over that world, leave, and take over others. And he doesn't know anything about where his son is or anything about that. He doesn't know any of that. So he doesn't know that you have the marks on your shoulder. Only one now. Well, two, because Persephone is still kind of alive. Um, yeah. And now you are in this scenario that you know that the curse only exists because of this remaining magic. You know that there is a way to get rid of it, and it's through kind of like an immense power of just using that dragon's egg. You would have to use something like as equivalently as powerful as that dragon itself, and it would be able to you'd be able to harness it and essentially rewrite your DNA to go back to being a human, as scientifically as that way of putting it. And you know
But
that,
what's the benefit of going back to being human? Would the
well,
father not be able to have any control over us?
yes, and now I'm getting to that. So the father learned that this magic exists. He decided that it's best to keep you like this in this way, and he's trying to essentially restore it with that egg and trying to make you go back to being animals. And so he found a short and easy way, but it ends up turning them into werewolf-like demons. And so he made a not really a deal, but he made like a pact, but that pact backfired on the devil himself, where he decided, okay, I'll make a deal with you in return of like me being able to turn them all back. You get to keep their souls. But instead of that happening, he found a way to pretty much capture the devil himself and keep him stored into his tower. And when that happened, he was unaware at the time, but he found out over time, and he found out Korkox was fending off a lot of his demons. So he was like, perhaps I can use his vessel for the time being to gain some type of stability. That didn't go well. He ended up getting stuck in the sword, and that sword ended up going to Palafox, and then he ended up being released through the death of Korkox and Palafox.
So is the father the demon? The devil?
The father is not the devil, but he is something that is able to harness the devil's power with the power of a dragon. Just the dragon's egg, not a
Is
full
he
dragon.
that guy that we met at that tower
Yes.
the second time?
Yes, the second time. Yeah. The
Crazy.
first
And
time
then the
was
first
his
time
son.
was his son.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Oh, we should have taken that egg.
It's good
We
thing you
really
still have a
should have.
handprint.
I still have a handprint, yeah.
Yeah.
So the son gave them the handprint. The
Yeah,
father
and we're
had
gonna get into
the
that. So that handprint you learn to be a kind of like a stored amount of energy that can potentially come out when requirements are met, like such as a fighting like come out, and in like a near-death experience with said person, and you learned that to be the father. So in a near-death experience with the father, this energy will release. You're not sure how it will release, but you do know that it might be something either good or bad. It depends on what you're trying to do with it. You do see that it can be released, but it has to be like it has to be a condition that the father is dead. It can be like fully off of her, like gone.
He has to be dead. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think that there will be more that goes through your head, but currently that is the first thing that goes through your head. And you wake up and Sparrow is standing over you. This half human, half bird is standing over you. And for the first time, you fully see what is going on with him. He is the first being to be reverting to an original form.
All right, I open my eyes and I go, "Ah, you're never naked." And I suppose Sarah would be like, "What the fuck?" And I'd be like, "Ah, ah." I just kind of go like that.
Yeah, and
and
the
then
more
I immediately
encounters you have with different people, I will say that you will see more stuff.
Yeah, I just immediately grab my journal and I just start logging
Scribbling away.
everything that I can, and I write it all down and record it.
Okay.
And I keep this journal on me and I do not leave it available for other people to read.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
I
And
would
I
say the
say,
first person you
it makes
encounter
sense.
is the blacksmith himself, and you learn that he has like you see his full life in front of you, and you see that he is completely dedicated to the Thieves Court and loves Tyrone,us not in like a romantic way, but like in a way that he sees him as like a father figure. Um, and he actually Tyrone,us actually rescued him long ago, and he ended up taking him in to the Thieves Court, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And
Okay.
you also learned that he told Tyrone,us everything he heard from when you were talking to your friend Calliope.
But luckily, he didn't hear any of the important shit because I casted a cone of silence.
No, but he knows that you know that something's up.
Ah. I just kind of look at him and I smile, and then I think to myself, you piece of shit. I hope you die.
And he's
That's
just
all.
like, "You all right?"
Yes, I'm actually very well. I think I'm doing okay.
Cool. And he goes back to hammering away. Okay.
And then I go back to renting my shit, and I just smile, and I know that I am plotting to kill all of these motherfuckers.
Like 1
I
in the
have
morning.
I have unlocked the dark side
Yeah,
of
it's 1
science.
a.m. You had 1 hour of sleep. Calliope, now that you're awake, what are you doing? And Daizia, sorry, Calliope and Daizia, you guys are both together.
Yeah, I'll wake up.
Bro, what the fuck?
Are my eyes weird right now or no?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My eyes are fucking weird.
Yo,
What?
dude.
What do you mean your eyes are? Oh my god! Wait, I don't. Your eyes look normal. What are you talking about?
No, they're in game they're
We're
yellow and they
playing,
have like
Rachel.
There's
the
a
symbol
Oh.
on it.
Oh, just kidding.
Fuck out of here.
Okay, you know what? Fuck off.
Be like, fuck, wait. How does she talk? Oh, yeah. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Wait, is Viet or whatever the fuck is here?
Viet's gone. Viet and Giet are gone.
Aw, not Viet.
Viet left first to go talk to his mom.
No, that's
And then his dad was like, we're gonna meet here at dawn to come up with a plan, and I think we should find Raven. But like you just kind of collapsed and passed out for an hour. So
I'm so sorry about that. It was the devil guy.
uh-huh. What'd he do?
Well, my eyes look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took into I took what you said into consideration. Ultimately did not go with exactly what you said.
See that, considering your mom's not back.
No,
Mhm.
I still strongly believe the dead should be dead, and I don't
Mhm.
think he should be disturbed
Mhm.
to just deal with our political turmoil.
That's valid. So what'd you ask for instead?
What did you ask for?
You know, everyone's right when they say all I want is power.
That's not correct.
Did you hear that? That sounded like a fly.
I guess you're right.
Mhm.
You guys got a full lore dump and a full understanding of what the fuck's going on now. Good job.
Wait, they
Mhm.
didn't. It was just Raven.
Yeah, I know, but they out of character now.
Yeah, shit's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest.
It makes sense, but it's also crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like how connect the dots makes sense, you know? It doesn't make sense when you connect the
This
dots.
is how I'd connect the sci-fi D&D with this one.
A vague understanding of what happened. I was kind of sleeping on my couch, on my
No
bed.
problem.
Mhm.
I
Sounds to
did
me
zone out
like-
the first time.
Do we want to end here, or
Sounds-
do you want a little bit more lore
Yes.
dump? Okay.
No, we should
Yeah,
end
sounds
here.
good.
We're good.
I agree. Okay, stream.
I'm currently
Bye
in
bye.
my bed.
Good night.
Night.